right, guys, let's start up the live stream here. So I got a special guest tonight, and that is Pillbox20. Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
It's good to be on here tonight. So we've got Battle for the Bosporus coming out, I believe, on Thursday. So Pillbox20 just explained to me that the Bosporus is in between Greece and Turkey. Is that correct? Like the Strait of the Dardanelles and things like that?
It is exactly where Istanbul is located, where Europe and Asia meets.
That's
No,
awesome.
not there. Move the France and Britain announcement, and you're gonna see it.
Right through here.
Istanbul, where it's located.
That's perfect. So I've actually played ahead on this game just because it can be take a lot of time to get through the first part of the game. So we're at the Salonika Agreement and we're playing Pillbox 20's Bulgaria mod. We're on regular mode with historical AI. And the Salonika Agreement, let's see here. It gives us one research slot. We've been protesting about the harsh conditions of the Treaty of Neuilly for years. Time to appeal to the League of Nations to allow us to rearm and defend our Rodina.
Rodina is like the word in Bulgarian for home country.
Okay. That's cool. I was just about to ask that. So what I've done so far, guys, just to catch you up, I rushed down here so that we can head over to support the monarchy, and then we're going to go down to political stability. And after we get down there, we should be able to justify a war goal against Greece. The only other way to justify the war goal would be to wait till world tension is 50%. Is that correct?
Because you're a non-aligned country, and they have a limitation of requiring certain world tension to do some things that, for example, communists and fascists can do. But political stability allows us to bypass these limitations.
Cool. Um, so that's what I think we're going to do, unless I get the sense that we're just not going to be able to take out Greece. And so to get to the Salonika Agreement, you must have expand the air bases and memories of the Great War. And so I worked my way down here. In the description box below, you'll see the focus tree build that I did thus far.
Pretty standard opening, because the Treaty of Neuilly is quite crippling for Bulgaria. So we have to get rid of it as soon as possible.
So
Or
in
at
order,
least negate some of the effects, at least.
gotcha. So there was a debuff up here under our national spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I guess I need war games before we declare war, but I guess I could probably get that as we're declaring war. So let's go support the monarchy. Oh, can't do it yet.
You have to wait for the event. It's gonna take 3 days.
Oh, okay, 3 days. No biggie. So we got the extra research slot. And one of the tricks here is, as you know, if you watch any of my guides or anything, it's the way you sequence things that is really important to me. And if we get economic effort, which is only 35 days, that'll trigger an event where we can get an industrial research boost. So let me kind of gauge where we're at here. So we're getting concentrated industry, but we could get advanced machine tools. I'm going to completely ignore construction, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
This is why. I'll just show you. We have 4 civs. So any raw bonus to 4 civs, I feel, is not impactful. What I think is impactful is these troops in the field and being able to deploy them for an early battle so that we could get civs from our neighbors. So,
True, but you still have 2 or 3 years before you go to war. But it is up to you. You know this game better than me.
hey, Lewis, good to see you, man. Hey, Prickle Man, I saw you on Terry's live stream tonight. That was cool, man. Well, just with the speed runs, I feel like that's kind of what we're doing here, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I guess
Yep.
we won't get results if it's a bad strategy. We'll see.
I mean, if you cannot defeat Greece, this is a guide how to not to do my mod.
Exactly what not to
It's
do.
still gonna have some benefit from the video. If it's not a problem, I can ask the chat to say hello so that we know who is watching.
Yeah, say hi, guys. We got Prickle Man and Lewis.
And San Marino as well.
Yeah, he dips in and out though, so we'll see. He was on Mr. Terry's live stream tonight too.
I should get into these live streams too of Mr. Terry.
Yeah, he's got a gaming channel and then he's got a history channel, and he just made 250,000 subscribers on his history channel, so it was pretty sweet. Okay, I'm gonna wait. So this is 30 days. It's not gonna pay off to wait. We're gonna be late. So I'm gonna need to pick something. Just get the basic guns. That's pretty cheap. And so what I'm going to do here is get economic effort, and then this research slot will go to another industrial research. Okay, so let's get busy.
Scumby and John Lapore say hello. Hello there.
Scumby. Good to see you guys.
I mean, if I'm reading this correctly, Scumby, I think it's the name.
I think you said hi before, if I vaguely remember. The gang.
It was the gang. Hello, Louis. By the way, ESG, what doctrine are you gonna use?
Oh, yeah. You guys are going to hate me.
This is like one of the important parts of the game, so I'm gonna ask you right now in the early game.
Oh, yeah. Are you guys ready? You guys ready to hate me? We're going mobile warfare.
Wow.
And we don't have tanks.
Amazing.
We're going...
Revolutionary.
Dude, I was playing this. I was playing your mod like 2 or 3 times today, practicing and everything, and I just couldn't bring myself. The raw bonuses are so much better for the first 3 here, and you already have plus 100. You get 3 times plus 100% bonuses to mobile warfare or any land doctrine research, right? So you're going to get here really easily, and then the third bonus is not going to be so impactful, because no matter what we do, we don't have motorized, we don't have any of that stuff, and we don't have tanks. But the goodies down here are way better than over here. So it's really good, the first 3. I think it's better than these. And then basically on both sides, it's kind of lackluster because you get blitz down here with superior firepower. But then you get like Kampfgruppe with all those bonuses. Is really good, and an extra tactic. So, yep, that's what we're doing.
This is your plan, and I'm gonna support it because we have seen superior firepower quite a lot of times. So if you manage to make this work, I'm all for it.
Perfect. That's all. It's good to have a wingman tonight.
On it. So Scumby says, yeah, I think I stopped in on the tail end of one of your recent streams, thanks for the videos, making me not such a crap HOI player. And San Marino showed up saying hello.
Hey, San Marino. Okay, so we just ripped up the Salonika Agreement, and we're gonna get war. We're gonna see if we can't get war against Greece. So should I examine the stockpiles right here?
It's a good idea. I think look at the stuff you can get from it.
Okay, we'll get that. That might make me more
Whichever
powerful.
whichever you happen to acquire, it's gonna benefit you. Extra guns, super. I think you can train more troops when you get the manpower, or at the very least, you can have some guns for the garrisons. Extra factory, that's also nice. If you get the artillery stuff, you won't have to build artillery probably.
Yeah, that would have been nice, but it is random which one of these four options you get. So if you are guaranteed getting artillery, I think that would definitely be a vote in the direction of superior firepower if you are guaranteed the artillery, but you're not. So
I mean, this is probably the only completely random decision event kind of deal in the mod, because I wanted to give it some randomness to every run. Like I don't want to give complete randomness because then you cannot make proper build orders. But I think this is nice because it gives variety in the playthroughs.
awesome.
And whichever you get, it's gonna help you. I mean, who doesn't make artillery in their games or support equipment or guns?
I think it adds depth to the game. It's pretty cool. Uh, so I just want to make it clear because chat's asking. This is not the DLC. We don't have it early. This is Pillbox 20's Bulgaria mod, and so we're warming up for the battle for the Bosporus, which Pillbox described to me as this channel right here, in between Turkey and Greece. Um, and we're gonna have our own little battle here in a minute.
Yeah, this is just a warm up since my mod is gonna go out of date really quickly when the new DLC drops, and it's not gonna work for like at least 2 weeks. And ESG wants to compare how my mod deals compared to the new DLC to make the, you know, comparison.
Yeah, I love playing Bulgaria because it's one of the most badass countries of World War II that's not talked about a lot. But you got that guy over there, Boris III, who certainly was a great leader and impressed me from everything I've heard. And yeah, I love playing Bulgaria. And you're right in the middle of everything. And you know, in the Great War or before World War One, Bulgaria was much bigger, right?
Yes, we had coastline on the, I
Right.
forgot the name, the agency, I believe. Uh, and I mean, that was it. We gave some territory to Serbia, but it was nothing too major. The biggest loss was the coastline to the agency, nothing else.
Gotcha. So that piece of Greece below Bulgaria.
No, it was supposed to be that big, but stuff happened. Only Alexandropolis was ours, that province right there.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Still a coastline. We wouldn't have to rely on Turkey for the Bosphorus to allow us access. But you know, stuff happened.
Yeah, that is very important because just a port right there would be, yeah, you'd have access to the rest of the Mediterranean. So,
Mm-hmm.
God, that sucks that that got taken away.
Trade is important, even if HOI4 doesn't acknowledge it.
Well, we'll see what happens when the Battle of the Bosphorus comes out, and we'll see if they have addressed that issue because that's really what I would assume Bulgaria would want back. You know.
Oh, not only that, we want everything back.
Well, you address
But
a lot of those issues in this mod, right?
I'll try to. The mod is still in development, so I'm gonna have a lot of opportunities for that. Uh, yeah, after the new DLC, I'm gonna calibrate the mod so that it can play again. But after that, I'm gonna continue upgrading it.
That's cool. Yeah, sorry about that. I had someone at my door here.
No problem.
So we got economic effort, 35 days. It's pretty quick. I'm going to take the industry research bonus instead of the civilian factory because I don't think the civilian factory would be too impactful. We only have you start off with 5 civilian factories and we have 4 right now, and I made 1 military factory. So yeah, I don't think it's really worth it.
I mean, we have consumer good and negative modifiers, so yeah, that one factor is not gonna do anything for us. I'm gonna check the chat real quick.
You got San Marino starting stuff up again.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay attention to him. I'm gonna keep an eye on the chat for you.
Thank you. Okay, so we need to address land doctrines, and then we can dip into industry here because of the bonus that we just got. I think the most impactful thing is going to be concentrated industry with the factory output of 15%. So let's go ahead and dip into that. And then the next two of these, we've got to go straight land doctrine, mobile warfare doctrine.
Yeah, I think concentrated industry for a smaller country that does not get new technologies very fast is actually the better deal. To build as much stuff as you could get researched, because you're not researching much, but at least you can produce a lot.
So this is interesting. The thing that I saw that you put in here is that you've got this theorist, Histro Lukov. I probably butchered the name, but it's 250 political power, but you have to
Uh-huh.
get rid of this guy, right?
I mean, he's the same guy.
But no,
he
but you
cannot
have to,
he cannot be in two places at once.
so you have to get rid of him here. So it's actually more like 400 political power, right?
I mean, you probably want to remove him from the military staff because I think there is a better guy for the job.
Yeah, so let's take a look at that. Definitely, I don't care about division training time, but the 8% organization is really good.
Yeah, since we're gonna go to war, we need the organization to push.
So, and then we have another option over here um, with Ivanov. So, since this is a rush build, I'm not going to be able to do this, but if you wanted to do more long, drawn out build, or more like a regular one, you could definitely go with that artillery attack and artillery defense. You could definitely go superior firepower and do Lukov if you're doing war later for sure. But I'm hoping to get into war by 38. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it though.
38. Wow, that's ambitious.
Hey, you know me.
Yeah, Hristo Lukov as a theorist also gives you plus 5% to doctrine research speed, but only for superior firepower. So not only you get this artillery attack and defense, you also get a little bit faster research on the doctrine. That's why he is more expensive than the others.
Oh yeah, it totally makes sense, and I like the balancing effect. If you want to get that 7.5% artillery attack, you gotta spend all that political power. So That's a good balance there. I really like that.
I mean, it's probably not good for the early game because you're kind of stretched thin with every resource, but for the mid-late game, it's definitely a good idea to switch to him if you're going for superior firepower. Even if you want to if you want him only for these artillery buffs, you still get the daily experience for the army, even if you don't get bonuses to the research for your different doctrine. Chat, calm down. San Marino, you don't have to say all kinds of things just to keep the chat alive.
Okay, so I'm looking at the buffs. We got political power to spend here. I don't want to go civilian economy until we can go war economy. And then
Oh,
we don't need to do
you sure?
this. I am sure cuz this is only going to if I go partial mob, we're going to get like 3 civilian factories. I don't think that's high impact. It would be
No, but
good.
the bonuses, the other bonuses are really good. And I most of the time rarely switch from partial mobilization to war economy because you're so tight on the political power, at least in the early game. But having it very early definitely helps. The partial mobilization. You're not gonna get war economy either way until you go to war with Greece, and you're still gonna need that political power 150 during the war, and you probably won't have it because you're gonna spend it somewhere else.
Yeah, I definitely. So the must haves are free trade. The must have is the infantry expert. And I do believe that we should go Stanchev. For the land doctrine, speed will help eventually, but we need to get war games to be able to do that.
Yeah, limitations.
So we're gonna go strengthen the Tsar's rule, and then keep going down here. And I'm just gonna save the political power for now.
Oh yeah,
Day
good idea.
day by day, good to see you, man. Yeah, it's funny. Most people that watch this channel have to be in school just by the fact that my viewership like dropped in half as soon as school started, and now it's like trickling back up. Like everyone is like, I don't know, well into school. They moved to wherever they needed to move to, or got their stuff figured out, and now viewership is back up again. It's so weird.
I'm sure some of the guys are skipping school just to be able to watch your streams.
That's cool.
Kinda. Or they're probably watching during the classes, but unmuted, just to be able to be part of the chat with San Marino and everybody.
I remember it, those guys that would go into the big lecture halls with the laptops. And he's watching whatever they're watching. It's like everyone can see you, dude. Like, why even show up? What do you get from it? You might as well have just stayed home. Oh,
I
look
mean,
at that.
in our school, if you were not present, you get -1 point, for example. And the more points you get, the bigger the chance to get expelled from the school. So he's just there for the presence points.
That's true. There were even in the large lecture halls. They would take roll sometimes, which I was like, I don't know why bother. It seems like a lot of manpower wasted. And then your
Yes,
buddy
my
could just.
theory. I'm sorry. My theory is confirmed. Confirmed. Louis is skipping school. He said it in the chat.
Oh man.
I'm so right. I knew it.
Oh
Uh,
man.
I guess thank you, Luis. Glad you enjoy ESG's streams.
Okay, so if we want war, let's plot this out a little better. So it's literally boom, boom, boom. Faith in politics. So it's 210 days. 3 badges, right?
Uh, the stream is kind of lagging, so I have to wait to see what you're showing. Fate in
Oh,
politics, I think you have two decisions there. One gives you stability and one gives you political power. I would pick the stability because if you go I don't know which economic path you're gonna go, but if you go for the industrialization, you're gonna need the stability.
okay. So it's going to be 280 days because we need the new Junker program. Uh,
And war games is a requirement for the Junkers program.
oh, okay. That's interesting.
But you're rushing, so you're not gonna pick the other focuses for the industrial investments. But you're eventually gonna want to pick them up because they give nice bonuses. But now you're rushing for Greece, so you're gonna skip them.
So faith in politics gave me a stability boost. Was that what you had said?
Yes, the upper option was 3%, I believe. Consumer good factories and 10% stability.
Okay, so we're going to go for faith in politics then. And then I'm trying to plot out and see. I should probably start going for infantry equipment.
So what kind of divisions you're gonna build with mobile warfare?
Um, damn. So
Sorry,
this
excuse
is
me.
the
I did not hear that properly.
uh you're asking me tough questions here because the first thing people are going to say is you don't have tanks and you don't have a tank division, but you're going mobile warfare. We have a
Oh
motorized
yes,
division.
yes, we established that. Don't worry about it. We're not gonna ask why you're doing this because you don't have tanks. We're asking you what are you doing with the infantry divisions?
Okay, so I built this one out and we got a 20 width with no support equipment, and pretty much I'm stockpiling everything over here. Oh, we do have motorized. Oh, we got that from. Was that one of the things? So was that the one of the things that we got over here?
I think you start with it, the new template from one of the last updates, because we had the technology, but for some reason we did not have the division with the motorized equipment, so I decided to make one.
Okay, that's cool. Let's take a look at our stockpile here. Huh. So I wonder what we got.
Louis says that mountains give you a lot of attrition, and that probably is a blink to point you in the direction of the mountaineers.
Yeah, and we got to go into Greece, so I definitely need that. And it would be nice to have a faster division, but I guess we have cav. We have a cavalry right here. Could probably take this
You're gonna
guy.
need some army experience, maybe even train the divisions a little bit. But I'm gonna watch. I'm watching now. I want to see how you make it work.
It's going to be
It's
very careful.
it is interesting even for me, even though I have played my mod like tens of times, but I have never tried mobile warfare properly.
Yeah, and I think this is the way you guys got to play games. You got to try out new things, new radical ideas. Keep your mind open. Go from basic principles and work from there. It's better to not work off of what someone else has arrived at and their conclusions, because they could have arrived at a completely different conclusion,
Mm-hmm.
or one that gets you to a different place. I think it's better to um, yeah, start off with an open mind and try different things.
Of course. We gotta always try to learn new things, even if we are confident in our skills. One guy told me to get out of the, how do you say it in English, comfort zone every
E-
now and then, just to try new things.
exactly. Thanks, San Marino. Uh, San Marino, you are a little suspect though.
Mm.
San Marino's got a dark humor, but I like him.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's fine.
so we're gonna make it so and get the 5% stability. We could gain 10% stability here, but the popularity of non-aligned is negative 10%, which would then decrease stability. And yeah, we need the non-aligned popularity to stay high for sure.
I would pick the bigger stability boost. I think Boris can handle his party's popularity. Even his wife is helping out a little bit.
So if you were, so do you recover the popularity? Because if you go below 50%, doesn't that put you? It definitely hurts your stability. But
It
I'm
does, but a very little bit. So the gamble is not as extreme as with other decisions. You can still get the, I think it was monarchist sympathizer or whatever that boosts your non-aligned popularity, even on discount with strengthened Tsar's rule.
okay. Let's get offensive doctrine with organization first and charismatic. This also synergizes with the mobile warfare doctrine. So the problem is I'm going to need manpower. How am I going to get manpower before we go to war? I'm going to have to go to Bulgarian intervention.
No, 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 no. You will have enough manpower from well, let me see the name. Uh, Patriotic Awakening. This gives you 3%. It's gonna be completely enough for Greece. I made 13 divisions my last round, and I had like 60 or 90k leftovers. You're gonna be fine for Greece.
Lewis, I'm Californian. Okay, so that, yeah, if we have a solid like 20k, we'll be good. I just want to make sure the stockpile is good enough, and then we can change kind of like the army composition as we need it.
Mm.
We're ahead. We've got a decent stockpile of artillery and support equipment. We just need to catch up on guns.
Mm. What are you building right now? I cannot see exactly what you're building.
So I have
Civilians,
two.
military.
I have two infantry equipment, one artillery, and one support equipment. And I don't take a military factory out of artillery or support equipment because they start off with 100% production efficiency. And then we're going
Yes.
to use the stockpiles that we have here and build things out further. After we get done with Greece, then we'll see how we're doing.
I see that you're missing 8 steel. You don't want to buy one factory, one batch of them?
Let's go war games next. No, because then one of my precious 4 civilian factories would be gone.
Oh, by the way, are you improving worker conditions?
Um, is that to increase stability?
Yes.
Should probably be doing that. Typically, I like looked over in the chat and I was like, "Oh my God, is Credfield here?" He's the one who always tells me to do that.
No, no, but yeah, that would be his advice.
We need higher stability for sure,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay, Good suggestion. Okay, I'll do it.
The reason I built civilian factories until the war with Greece, at least five of them, is because you don't have many negative modifiers to building civilians, but you have for military. And I probably take more military factories from Greece either way because of their nice generic focus tree. They always go for the industry first.
Okay, so in this current state, because of their generic focus tree, you get mills pretty quick. I think it's like 4, or is it more? Is it 6? I forget.
I think it was 3 military, 4 civilian, but I'm not sure. I have not played the generic focus tree in quite a while. I'm gonna check real quick. 4 civilian, 3 military, yes.
Okay, 3 militaries. Okay. Yeah,
But
that's why.
they start with 3, I believe, so you're getting 6 out of Greece.
That's good. I mean, there'll be negative modifiers because of resistance, but still, it's better than nothing.
If you go to the focus tree, there is a focus called Legacy of the Tsar. That focus gives a trait to Tsar Boris, which makes him gain compliance faster on all territories. So eventually it's gonna be very good because we're gonna be expanding like very fast.
Okay, right there. Okay, perfect. Yeah, and I've seen that before. And basically, that's going to be awesome to have once we conquer a few territories here. Okay, so I had to get war games, which is fine because now I have access to picking up Kurl Stanchev, and that's going to give us a bonus to land doctrine research speed and start gaining us some army XP. So that's a pretty good pickup right there. And then we'll go back to the new Juncker program. Adds 1 factory for the industrial investments. Okay, division attack 5, defense 5, max planning 10, land doctrine research speed 10. Okay. That's pretty cool. So we're going to be able to blast through the land doctrines here pretty quick.
That's the idea. Early on, research as many doctrine researches to have a better army.
Oh man, look at this.
Luis, I try to balance the mod. I don't try to make it OP Bulgaria DOC. That's why you won't see a focus that gives you 6 civilian factories just like that.
That's why he's sweating every time I want to break this game here. He's afraid of the possibilities that we might be introduced to. I'm just giving you crap, man.
And you're gonna research that engineer technology. You have like 300% research boost. It's gonna take you a few days.
I want to.
It's very short. I would take it every time.
Really?
Unless you don't have like engineer company in your divisions, some new build order tactic or something.
Well, we do have some, and we don't, like the mainstay of our army doesn't have any support divisions, and that's these basic infantry here, but everyone else has engineer companies. So the other 5 divisions do, so it would be very impactful.
I mean, I would say that you're gonna probably use it most for Greece, I mean, when you encircle divisions, because they're gonna try to break free. But Andrew would tell me that you won't need engineers even because they have amazing negative modifiers towards their offensive capabilities while they're encircled. So give it or take. It's useful, but not that useful for Greece.
Yeah, I think that the best engineer companies are the best piece of support equipment that you can have because of the buff that you get just from having the base stat, the fort, river, amphibious, all those different attack and defense modifiers. Along with it has 4.5 breakthrough in 24 defense. But the extra entrenchment that you get is just as you said it perfectly. Good for after we make those encirclements. So I think that it would be impactful. I think the last time we live streamed, there was a little bit of to and fro battle in Greece. And I probably didn't have that extra buff to the engineer companies.
Ah, you mean the one time they never invaded behind you, or I'm remembering wrong?
Did they get behind me?
I think they did. Or oh no, that was the first time. That was the first stream. I made a mistake. I think the first live stream they made a naval invasion behind you, but you managed to defeat them nevertheless.
Yeah, I hate when stuff like that happens, but it is fun.
You have to think about different situations and adapt.
So the hardest, yeah, I'm gonna take it. I think it's great. Um, the hardest game I've ever played at HOI4 was my Italian playthrough, and we went through like don't attack into Africa through like the middle here. It's awful. But anyway, I had we had taken all the Soviet Union, and I was over here, and then I was down here in Africa, and then there was stuff going on like I don't know, just everywhere. It was horrible. We're in India, and you're just trying to look like every single area, and you've got like 5 different field
Fronts.
marshals. It's crazy.
So many fronts. Oh no. But I think you made you hit some kind of obstacle in the Alps when you played the Soviet Union. I think it was conquer the world kind of deal.
Yep.
And you had to remake, retry like in another video just because the Alps you could not bridge them and go to France through there. I don't remember exactly, but I remember specifically that the mountains kind of bogged you down into trench warfare.
So it was because you have coastline right here, so it's sneaky, and a lot of people tell me, okay, so what I do with my USSR build, I had a different variation where you take Poland, Romania, and Turkey basically at the same time, uh, which rivals the best strat, but then that soaks up a lot of guns because now you're actually occupying those 3 countries. But anyway, the video you're talking about is Poland, Germany, France, Italy in that order. Um, and by the time you get to Germany, Germany's already done Anschluss,
Mm-hmm. So
if
they
I'm
have,
remembering correctly.
yes, they have taken Austria by then.
And so if you go through here into Italy, it is way worse because of the mountains here. And it taught me a really good lesson. Attacking through this, it was way worse than just attacking through this. And a lot of this, they're mountains, but you do have, forest provinces, urban right there that you can sneak around and just make a big encirclement right here. It's a lot easier right here than this line.
I see.
But I did get a lot of flack for that. Everyone's telling me to go straight through here, and I tried it 2 or 3 times. It just never worked.
Hmm. Well, we don't have to worry about this time because we're not going to France.
Yeah, that's nice. Not having to
we
worry
are
about.
on the we're on the other side of Europe. We have our own problems.
Yeah, there's something nice about playing a miner and just being keyed up right here, you know? It's like this it's your little um I don't know, your little nest egg or something, and you're just like growing this smaller country, and you don't have these huge giants that are
right
more
next to you.
complicated.
Yeah, the biggest problem you have is probably Romania because they have the hugest army and are guaranteeing people on the Balkans. But other than that, you can pretty much expand in whichever direction you want. But the problem I see with Bulgaria when you conquer all of your former territories is that what do you do after it? The world is already uh, polarized. Everybody has chosen their side. So if you're not sure about it, you're gonna go to war with some big guns against even bigger guns.
Yeah, it is a little daunting as Bulgaria here to think about, but that's why it's so cool. Like, I think that you made a lot of good balancing and a lot of good depth in your mod to where um, it is difficult. I'm on regular mode, and if we take everything around us here, that would be quite an accomplishment. And then if we could at least even like hold out against Germany or find some way of just surviving, but not being in the Soviet Union and not being in the Axis, I think that would be awesome if we could do that, you know?
That would be the best outcome.
And
If you want to be an evil guy, you would try to survive as much as possible without declaring wars. And in the last year, declare on Germany just to be that backstabber. But that's only if you want to gain even more territories from like Romania or even Hungary. Because you won't take new territories from Yugoslavia, for example, because they would be already in the Allies. So you're kind of limited in which direction you can go.
yeah, for sure.
Unless, of course, you conquer Yugoslavia before everyone else.
Yeah, I think we go to Greece because they have the smaller army, right? And no air force.
I mean, Greece is comparable to Bulgaria, like almost one to one, but the difference is that first they have some resources, like useful resources, and the other that is not very much important for us is that they have a navy. But we don't have ships, so that's not gonna matter for us. But yeah, that's the only difference. I believe they have almost the same manpower as us, but the biggest difference is that they have these resources that we don't get. That can translate into more factories civilian, that can translate into not having to give out civilian factories for trade, gives them better stats overall.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm hoarding too much political power here.
Yeah, use it either on theorist, something about the army.
So I just picked up Yanchule um, for the infantry division attack and defense, and I'm wondering if I shouldn't do small arms designer. I mean, I
You want to
want
research
to.
even more? What about? Let me see where I put this. Uh, what about war industrialist? I think you're building military factories right now.
War industrial. Oh, and that's kind of along the lines of construction. And like I said, because you only have 4 civs, I don't think any buff in that area would be impactful.
You won't be building any air force, right?
We're trying to get air force from our neighbors, the Germans, and I mean, with 48 fighters, like, yeah, we do. After we conquer Greece, we'll take some of those mills and we'll start building out an air force for sure.
Hmm. I mean, the only other thing that comes to mind is going to partial mobilization, but you said you want that war economy, so you're probably gonna stick with that political power for now. Maybe improve the stability?
Okay, there you go. Wait a second here. So, okay, I did it once and now it's gone. God, what was it? Um,
What did you do? I cannot see it yet.
Sorry, I'm under events and decisions, and
Mm-hmm.
what did I do to increase stability? It was improve worker conditions. It looks like you can
Yeah,
only do that once.
you can do it every year or so, like once a year, I believe.
Okay, we're gonna have to hold on that. I think what I'm gonna do now is do army regrouping. Blagio Ivanov, just to get it under my belt. Oh, actually, there's the cavalry expert, Zilkov.
Yes. Z-
Uh,
Zhukov, yes. If you're going for a lot of motorized or cavalry, he's a very good choice.
okay, I do have 3 cav, but I think division recovery rate would probably be better overall. I don't know, but I'm going to make deep dives with that cavalry. So I'm going to go ahead with that.
San Marino is trying to form the Axis in the chat. He needs a Japanese guy. Anybody from Japan here? San Marino is forming the Axis in the chat.
Lewis, have a good night, man. Yeah, I think Lewis or someone else wanted me to play Japan. Yeah, I'd like to get back around to Japan, but now that they dropping this DLC, I'm gonna be over in this part of the world for a while. But have a good night, man. Thanks for
Good
coming,
night,
dude.
Lewis. 3 focus trees, Yugoslavia and Romania are reworked. You're gonna have to stick around for a bit. But Japan, I hear it's very interesting. You can attack, for example, the United States, but that's a cheesy strategy. But still, you can take them out from the game uh, even earlier than usual. And of course, go to China to gain your puppets. You can attack the Soviet Union. Japan is pretty interesting, even though their focuses might be a little bit over the top
No,
with the
I
buffs.
definitely agree. So, and yeah, I only played Japan like twice, I think, and once was on a live stream, and yeah, it was a lot of it was so much fun. Like it was crazy. Like you're deep into like the carrier tactics. Your whole mindset is completely different.
By the way, I'm sorry, you have to justify now. Okay, I see you. Nice. Because I'm lagging behind in the stream. I just saw you finish political stability.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
no problem.
Scumby, the mod is gonna be. I'm gonna try to make it work without the DLC, but that's too early to say. I have to just wait for the DLC to come out, see how it works. Do I need to have it for my mod? But I'm gonna try to make a version without the DLC, just because some people might not want to buy it. So justifying on Greece, and you have plenty of divisions for them. Good luck.
What's my best play here? And we've got plenty of manpower, as you said before. Should I secure the Greek border
No,
before I
no,
attack him?
no. This is a more of a diplomatic drawn out event chain. I usually skip it, but if you want to play like neutral, it's a good choice. We're not neutral.
So this will be skipped if we own Greece.
Yes.
Okay.
I would suggest waiting a little bit to gain like 70 stability for Referendum of Loyalty, and then improve the relations with Romania to gain the Dobrojas. But if I have to suggest anything now, I would say go for the industrial investments. Befriend Italy, Germany, get this aircraft from Czechoslovakia, and then finish it off with the Bulgarian intervention for even more manpower.
Okay, so I've got to go. Wait, why can't I do these? So,
You need relations with the other countries, if I'm looking correctly. Visit
um,
Germany and Italian relations, right?
yeah, it won't let me do Italian relations. Requires one of the.
It says it there. Italy, opinion of Tsardom of Bulgaria needs to be 75.
Okay, I'll go with the Czech first.
And
And
while this focus is going, you need to improve relations with the other two countries.
perfect. I guess which one do you think is better, Italy or Germany?
Both, because you get one factory from each.
Okay. I'll just start with Italy, I guess.
It doesn't matter, we're not making tanks. Their bonuses are mostly for tanks, but you do get political power from the negotiations. I think 25 for Italy and 25 for Germany. So even though you're investing to improve relations, you're gonna get even more political power back.
Okay.
Let's see the chat. Wow, you slaughtered. I mean, take back our territories, yes. Too bad Stelios is not here. He would have a lot of things to say now.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
He goes. He's early to school today, probably.
He's gotta become a doctor, right?
Mm-hmm. He wants to help people with their sicknesses. Probably motivated. I actually think he wanted to be a doctor, but now that his brother got sick with corona a few months ago, now he got even more motivated to study. So I applaud him for that. We need good doctors.
Yeah, maybe there'll be a worldwide movement of people going into the medical field, and yeah, that'll be good. Okay, we're starting to call war against Greece here. This is awesome. See how much. Okay, so we have 100% relations with Italy.
Yeah, if you have like 80 or 83, you can stop improving relations. It's gonna go down 3 points per month, and the focuses themselves are very short, so you won't need too much influence over them.
Okay. Okay, so I stopped improving relations against for Italy, and now I'm starting on Germany, and we are
Mm-hmm.
on Italian relations now. So after Italian relations, I should go Italian licenses. Correct?
Yes, and then switch to Germany.
Perfect. Get Saudi
Once
Arabia, the oil. What about Romanian? The Romanian
oil.
oil.
Oh, by the way, now that you said the word, the magic word, can you go to the industrial focuses to see what the new update brings
Sure, yeah.
on the most left? And after economic recovery, I have made some improvements.
Okay, so over here.
Just below economic recovery, yeah. So on the left side, the branch, you get military factories, boosts for artillery production and overall quality of the artillery. And the last focus, sorry, the last focus gives you better aircraft production speed. On the right side, you get civilian factories, more resources, or you can choose the expansion plan for a better infrastructure and build slots for these states, which are very underdeveloped. And in the end, you finish with nuclear research bonus. In the center, you have synthetics, one refinery, and then some oil. Had to make a lot of digging and reading to make this proper. But yeah, you have a lot of bonuses there with the new update.
Yeah, that looks really cool, man.
Before it was just the military factories and the civilian, but now you have even more uh, different bonuses, not just some industry stuff. You get oil, you get research, you get artillery production. So it's overall better stuff all over the board.
Yeah, that's cool, man. It's going to take a lot to get down there. There are really good buffs, but it's going to take a lot.
Well, my idea is not to have only stuff for the early game. You gotta have some stuff to do in the mid and late game.
Yeah, it always is kind of a downer when you're playing and then you kind of feel like you have to go down for like aircraft production or something like that. Just because you have nothing left to
The
do on the focus tree.
the war is long. The war is long. I'm gonna say just that. Even though it's just 12 in-game years, you can still do a lot of stuff in the late game.
Cool. So we just got that political power back from Italy.
San Marino, yes, I agree. Victor, the Vietnam suggestion is very good. You don't want to mess with the Vietnamese. Get them in your faction. Afghanistan, Finland, yes, all the cool kids. Get them in your faction, San Marino. How much time until war with Greece, by the way? How many days have left?
Oh man,
Are
that's a
we
good
ready?
question. 9.
Are we ready?
I I think so. Yeah.
You have plenty of guns, you have plenty of artillery. We're green across most boards. I mean, that's the idea of the super rush. You attack even though you're not completely ready, but the Greeks are also not ready about it. How many divisions are they putting on our border?
So they have 11, but I'm just gonna take the division recovery rate guy now. So I mean, our military staff is pretty stacked.
I see you have a lot of manpower. If you can push like 2 more divisions, you're gonna be in a good spot.
I'm worried because we only have 7,000 infantry equipment. I think we'll burn through that quicker. So I'm gonna hold off on divisions, especially since there's only 10 days.
Oh yeah, we don't have enough time for more divisions.
Yeah, I think
But I mean, I usually start with 1k or 2k guns, but we're gonna see. Okay.
we'll build more out. Hopefully this works. Okay, we got it.
Good luck.
Thank you. 300% research bonus for light tank models. Nice. Okay, mobile
Before it
warfare.
was Before it was a clean license from Italy, but I quickly realized that this is stupid because you build licenses much slower than your own tanks, and it didn't make a lot of sense. So I just gave it a tank research.
Really, I didn't. So I didn't even know. I don't do licenses that much, but I did not know that aspect of the game. That's fun.
I think it was minus 25% construction build speed for the license compared to your normal equipment. So this is a big deal. You're not gonna push out many tanks if you get license from Italy, for example, as Bulgaria. That's like if you make 100 tanks with your own tank when you research it, and you try to build the same amount of tanks from Italy, the license, you're gonna make like 75 tanks compared to the 100 from our research staff.
Yeah, that's devastating right there.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna go around this way instead of attacking into the fort there. See what we can do here.
Cutting them off in trace is usually my first move with the mountaineers.
So you come through here,
Yes.
or okay. Thessalonica. I'm just trying to aim at Thessalonica first. Let's see what we can do here.
I mean, it's their only port in the sector, so if you can cut that off. But again, we don't have a lot of divisions. You're gonna have to be careful with the slices.
I'm gonna see if they do a shuffle. Oh, they're just attacking into me right off the bat.
That's even better. They're gonna burn out their equipment. I have noticed that they don't have a lot of equipment early 1939. So that's even... Your attack is even earlier, so they're not gonna have any equipment when they finish attacking.
Okay, yeah, because before, oh man, now more divisions are showing up. Let's see if we can even hold out. Yeah, before they wouldn't attack into us, so that was not that great.
You can use the general abilities, I believe, to hold out.
Okay, what do you do? Last stand?
Let me check. I don't know the names.
Base cost 0.22, defense 20%, strength damage taken 60, war support reduction on damage 20%.
Yeah, it is last stand. Yes.
Okay, we'll check it out. Well, I could also try moving my cav over there. I guess I can't move my cavalry over there. Okay, just clicked last stand. Let's see how it works. Things are staying pretty stable, so I guess it worked pretty well.
I mean, they're burning manpower and equipment. You just have to hold. Maybe reinforce the weak spots until they stop pushing and our turn comes to push.
Will do. I'm going to take the cavalry over to the weak spots.
Yeah, because the Greek front line on our side is pretty stretched. We have more provinces on our side, and the Greeks don't. They have a few provinces, so they can concentrate their attacks better. That's their advantage. And the forts, of course.
Okay, I think it's evened out a little bit here. I got the cavalry in place. We do have that cavalry buff.
Just hold out. They're gonna burn out their manpower and equipment. That's what I did in my playthrough as well. I just went superior firepower.
Yeah, I should have. Damn, I should have put. Maybe I should put artillery. I have 900 artillery. Okay, so I'm gonna put that into the basic infantry temp limit. I'm gonna put a support artillery division, and that should help us out quite a bit. Okay, we got our political power back from Germany.
You're gonna save for that war economy, I believe. Oh no,
The
you don't have the war support. I think you need like 50.
Is there anything I can do over here? War propaganda? I need 150. War propaganda against Greece. So I guess I'll
Yeah,
go
that.
ahead and take that.
Yeah, I usually take it because you don't have many opportunities to increase it.
Brian, good to see you, man. This is not looking good, my friend.
Preco man, who is Borat?
Borat is,
Is that something American?
I guess, it's an English comedian that basically plays that character. And, I don't know, he kind of is like like a Far Eastern. He's from some area way in like Kazakhstan, I think it is. And anyways, he makes fun of people that are racist and things like that.
So
But
he's
it's in real life. So it's him and it's random people that don't know that he's playing a character, and he catches them acting like racist or somehow they have a lot of biases, and it's over the top comedy, like way over the top.
he must be annoying for some people.
He is by design supposed to be annoying. That's
Yeah,
part of the comedy.
that sounds like him. But if people are watching him, he must be doing a good job.
Well, you can look up the actor's name is Sacha Baron Cohen. Okay, I kind of want support. Oh, okay, we can start doing the tanks, I guess. It's not really
Tanks?
going to help us, but
We're doing tanks?
yep.
Wow.
Got to play for the long game here. It was only 43 days to get, so I might as well get it.
I mean, do we have the industry for tanks? Because we're gonna need motorized as well.
We don't. So you can build like the Italian tank division, and you can go cavalry with light tanks, and it actually works out okay. Spread this guy out a little bit. Parker, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming. Oh no, it's okay, dude. Did you guys get like 20 notifications? I was trying to do a multi-stream to Twitch, and I'm thinking better of it. Thinking I don't want to do that. No, yeah, so you can make it without motorized. So people make fun of the Italian tank division a lot, but I found that it was better than straight up cavalry.
I guess. But you're talking to a guy that makes fun of it all the time, so I'm gonna restrain myself.
Okay, so next we do industrial investment, right?
Yes. We get for military factories, and then we can do... I mean, we have manpower for now, so you can make the intervention later. So you might want to pick up something from the industry, probably.
Okay, I'm gonna take that steel. Our tech crew
Yeah,
returns.
it won't be a bad idea to get some materials for the war effort.
Yeah, hopefully we get that steel from Greece eventually. Okay, German tank training, which grants armor reliability 10%, max speed 10%. So those great war tanks are now even a little better. Dude, I don't get these guys. I know I built an offensive army here, but geez, they're pushing me over, man.
Build a few more divisions. Hopefully they'll spawn at the right time for the push. We have the guns. And we're not losing equipment because of occupation, because they are actually occupying our territory right now. Not the other way around.
Yeah, you're right. I'm also going to expand the basic infantry division to incorporate artillery as well. Let's get a couple of these out. You're right, I'm not losing a lot of infantry equipment.
Yeah, we're just holding out.
So yeah, I definitely could have gotten a lot more divisions out for sure. My mistake.
Victor suggests don't make tanks, just make iron horses. I think it's a code word. You gotta understand it, I don't know.
I think it's a joke on Italian divisions, because it's basically like saying that.
Space Marines, but horses.
Yeah, the horse, just make the horse steel, basically, which is basically a tank. God, we're like displacing like crazy here.
I mean, they're gonna have a hard time pushing through the mountains and the river. You just have to hold out. Remember, they don't have a much better industry than us. And their manpower is the same, and right now, they're burning a lot of it. You can check the war scores, just to have some idea.
Let's see here. We took 20k losses, they took 48, for sure.
Exactly. Mountains.
So it's still January 39, so we still wouldn't have been able to attack into them, because World War II hasn't happened yet. I don't know, if we can turn this around pretty quickly, like, I'll be happy with this. Because they are grinding.
I have not tried mobile warfare because I'm in Bulgarian. We have the perfect sentence for that, but I'm gonna try to make it in English. I'm kind of salty about with mobile warfare because it doesn't have these bonuses to the artillery damage, soft attack, and it's more focused on speed, not damage, and I kind of cannot hold out as well, so that's my negative view of the doctrine. I don't have bonuses to entrenchment, I don't have bonuses for firepower, and I usually do very poorly with it.
No, I feel you, man. And yeah, this isn't this isn't working out that great. Sakia 4, get hid of the cavalry divisions, change them to infantry. Well, I was hoping to make encirclements with the cavalry eventually, and I do have the cavalry expert that gives me a 10% attack and defense, so I was hoping that they'd work out.
I'm sorry. Put the mountaineer on the left to the mountain. I think he's gonna do much better because they're pushing there.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yep. Move him over.
Andrew usually does not suggest cavalry, at least for Greece. He tells me to push with mountaineers, and it usually works. Because Greece is mostly mountains, and cavalry is not gonna be very useful in those types of terrain.
Well,
Probably
hopefully.
better utilized in, for example, Yugoslavia and Romania because they have a lot of flat terrain on our borders. So the idea is not bad. It's just not made for Greece.
True. And I'm thinking about using them, you know, the whole war, so that's part of the strat, but hopefully they wouldn't be attacking anyone. Hopefully you get to a situation where there's, you know, nothing in front of you. So it could be wishful thinking, but a lot of my builds, you try to basically go for the lower odds attack. See, they just ran out. They just stopped attacking.
That's very good.
So yeah, we're doing a kind of a risky thing, but the gains that we can get from it are a lot if it works out. So I think you're correct. It's just, yeah, it could very well not work out. I completely agree. See you, Parker. Thanks for coming, man.
Ciao, Parker.
Whoa, is Parker leaving or is, oh no, San Marino is, everyone's like, bye.
Sorry. San Marino, don't leave us. You're keeping the chat alive. And
Hey,
you're making such a great new Axis allies.
he came back as Bernie. So yet again, another meme.
Oh, I
Brian,
better tap it down.
Brian, good to see you, man. I just figure anyone with any type of political thing is going to be him.
Easy to narrow it down then.
Okay, so they're suffering a lot of attrition here. This could be a pretty good strategy, actually.
They're actually kind of open on the right side, I believe. They have just one mountaineer there.
Oh, I see it. Okay. So if I can get these divisions out, which I can, we could probably plug some gaps here.
Yeah, definitely.
Two of these guys where they're attacking.
5, 6, 9. Oh, they have pushed out a few divisions themselves. So we're gonna even the score.
So the thing about that, though, is if they get too wide, they're not going to be able to fill their divisions up with equipment, and that's going to hurt them really badly. And I think a lot of Hearts of Iron 4 players make that mistake of making too many divisions. I know I did that a ton of times when I first started playing the game. So I'm going to try to get these cavalry divisions as my armored spearhead, and the armored iron horses. That's just a joke. They're not actually iron. But we do have that buff.
Sakia 4 suggests maybe one good idea to Bulgaria would be playing a motorized army with lots of mechanized.
That's an interesting idea.
Probably better with mobile warfare, which you're going for right now.
Yeah, I always say that. So I get that question a lot because everyone wants that, ask that question if you're a mobile warfare player, which I am. And basically, my reply is they don't have the breakthrough.
Ciao, Precoman. Thanks for coming.
Oh, Prickle Man's taking off. Good to see you, man.
He gotta go to sleep. Long day ahead.
So yeah, the reason why I don't this is a really good point. I'm glad that you brought this up.
Sakia 4 or Seisha. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah,
but
probably Seisha. So when
you make tanks,
when you go down the land doctrine line here, you see we're about to get armored spearhead, which enables tactic blitz. So blitz has like a 25% to attack, something like that, something ridiculous. Okay, you don't qualify for blitz unless your hardness is 50% or greater. And this is never talked about. Your general, so if you're new to the game and you're watching this, your general has these little boxes here where they pick different tactics. Blitz could be one of those tactics only if your division that your general is using has a 50% hardness or greater. So you don't even have access to that tactic unless you're using tanks. So that's the biggest reason why I always go for tanks if I'm doing mobile warfare doctrine. I would like there's just not enough buffs in the tactics to having motorized. And it's
We have a new guest. Hello, Stelios.
he did come, dude.
He did come. Still at school, but he managed to come here to say hello.
He's got that mobile phone, huh?
Hmm. Just in time, we're taking so much damage from Greece. They're overpowered. Paradox, nerf Greece.
Okay, KD here is pretty much 2-1. Not too bad. They're taking a lot more losses, though.
I was just hyping Stelios.
Yeah, I know.
But it's true, they have pushed us this time, but they have stopped. We're gonna push them soon.
So the key here is that once they stop, that's when you have to attack immediately. So we really got to stay keyed in on the AI behavior.
Mm-hmm. I think, can you right click on their country just to see their manpower left?
Sure.
Because
Okay, so we
because
go.
80k for such a small country is a pretty big deal to lose.
So I'm under the Intel ledger?
Let me try it as well.
It says they
Yeah.
have 20 to 30k manpower left. So they're about to be out.
Are they on limited conscription? Down below.
No, they're on extensive.
Ouch.
So
They're suffering so much.
They are indeed running thin. And then some of
Oh,
their divisions
Andrew
don't
showed
look
up.
fully equipped.
Andrew showed up. Time for some knowledge bombs.
Andrew, good
Hello.
to see you, man.
Hello, Andrew. French class. Oh. All the way from France, huh? Actually, he's from Romania, but having French classes. I would say bonjour.
What the hell, San Marino? You're hilarious, dude. Okay. Yeah,
Came back.
dude, Andrew's got my back. Okay, he's
Mhm.
got my back. He's with me with the breakthrough possibilities. I love it. Love
Yes,
this.
on all battalions and infantry. Yes.
Okay.
He's with you.
Look at our plan value, 70%. Let's go. Boom. Let's go. And we can get air superiority in both air territories.
You're gonna make such a big encirclement with these new divisions. They're gonna hold the line while the horses push for the mountaineers, whichever you choose.
Yeah, and I don't think the horses do terrible on hills. I think they're like tanks, if I remember correctly. So we'll see what happens here.
Andrew is gonna know. I'm not the expert here.
Well, we could just look at it here. Let's see. Hills, negative 5% attack. No, it's not that great, but 10% movement.
Mm-hmm. They're not gonna have time to react.
Oh, you guys are looking at construction. I know you are, and you're saying, why didn't he go construction? Because, boys, we're on civilian economy. And now everyone is really confused. Oh no, we weren't doing a national focus. What's the next best national focus?
Oh, that's why you have so much political power. I would suggest economy because we're gonna have to build up from the political stuff right now. If you're lacking manpower, only do Bulgarian intervention. Otherwise, focus on economy, in my opinion.
What if I want to get down here to the referendums and stuff because I want to get our place in the Balkans?
Uh, you don't have the stability to convince Romania and the Dobrujas to join you.
Gotcha. We need to get this war over.
Yeah, that's the best bet to get the Dobrujas back. Otherwise, the referendum probably not gonna go in your favor.
Okay, well
Just focus.
this is my thinking because there's some good buffs over here, but because we're occupying territory, because we're going to overwhelm Greece right now. Like division defense on core territory, daily compliance gain, 0.02.
You're not gonna be able to get that because you need a few territories before it can be unlocked.
Oh, I see, I see. Okay, you're right. I need southern Dobroja, Macedonia.
Macedonia and Thrace. Thrace we're gonna get from Greece, southern Dobruja from Romania, and Macedonia from Yugoslavia, but that's gonna be a bit later after the war.
Okay, and I think we have enough war support. So you would go shift to industrialization.
Mm-hmm.
All right, done.
And improve the stability as much as possible. Suppress fascists, suppress communists, everything you can do to improve the stability. Andrew, by the way, we're not doing a co-op multiplayer where I'm just like Jarvis, for example, to ESG. I'm just helping out. And this stream is about warming up for the Bosporus DLC so that ESG can have a better idea what to do in the new focuses for Bulgaria.
Do you think that anti-communist raids are worth it? Do you
They
get
are,
that
but
stability back?
yeah, you take like 2 or 5% back on top of you lose some, but you gain some a little bit later.
All right,
Maybe you
perfect.
can use the battle plan against Greece, but that costs a lot. So
Oh my God, we did it.
yeah, it gives good buffs, but the political power is not handy. I mean, it's not in a good quantity right now to spare.
Pillbox, we did it. Proof of concept.
I'm gonna
gonna.
see it in a few seconds because I'm a little bit behind. I'm not excited yet.
You better get excited, dude.
Okay.
I'm super excited.
Oh, juicy encirclement.
They're done. They've got no more army.
Andrew would say don't kill them, but right now I'm not on the wheels. On the, how do you say it, on the car? The wheel? The driving wheel. Yes, I'm not driving right now. Because he says that you don't kill the divisions of the Greeks, you just capitulate them as soon as possible so that you can get their equipment and manpower. But in this case, you're driving, so you make the call.
Oh no, he's right. We don't want to take out their divisions. We just want to capitulate them.
Yeah, if you can just get them down to one province each encirclement.
I'm not going to be able to do that. They got a guy over here. Damn it.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, he says it right now. Don't kill the encircled troops.
No, I agree with him for sure. He knows what he's
just
doing.
push them to just one province so that they are not that widespread and then they don't occupy that much of your army. And he told me that they also get some, if they're only in one province, they get some negative modifiers as well. So probably not kill them, but push them to one province.
Okay. I can definitely do that. So I'm in mainland Greece, and pretty much they have two divisions over here. I guess I could try to start to just encircle them.
They're always keeping a few divisions back in Athens. Yeah, he says it right now. Minus 30% attack from encirclement penalty. So they're not gonna be able to break through. They're just occupying a lot more forces if you don't push them to one province.
Okay. I'm gonna fork it. I'm gonna focus on their. What I almost said, focus. Focus on their divisions.
Oh no, you're gonna fork them. You're gonna fork all of their divisions.
Gonna need a good fork. Oh, we got an upgrade. Infantry expert. Oh, easy game, guys.
Nice.
Game's gonna be easy.
Nice boosts.
Okay, here we go. Trying the Control B.
Stelios, if school is not cancelled, you can come back and watch the whole stream.
Okay, so here we need this guy to just stop so we can take all their weapons. Okay.
Remember, don't kill them, just push them to one province.
So this guy's gotta stop. I don't know how to do this, so... Okay, I do know how to do this.
Of course you do. You have a whole YouTube channel about this stuff.
I have you to give me confidence here. Okay, we're gonna let the mountain guy go.
Yeah, don't kill them. Take prisoners.
So what we're gonna do is take these guys out of battle plan so that they stop shuffling on us.
Yeah, good idea.
Let's see how this goes. Oh, it took it anyways. It wouldn't let me stop this attack. I'm sorry, Andrew. Damn. Can't believe that happened. Dude, it took the pocket anyways. I wouldn't let me stop their attack. They didn't have radios or something.
It was not our fault.
They're all going rogue.
The guys just wanted to kill them.
Oh, and look at this mess I got myself into here. Jeez. Okay.
I think it's a better mess than a few months ago.
For sure.
When we were back against the wall in Bulgaria.
No, it's kind of a... It's a good strategy to let them basically...
Burn out.
Yeah, burn out.
Oh, we're pushing aggressively. Wow. Mobile warfare, aggressive pushes, and cavalry. Okay, I'm gonna remember this.
What are you doing, dude? Okay, they're connected.
San Marino says, who murdered the chat? I think it's Andrew. He's sus.
Dude, San Marino's bagging on the chat. He always bags on the chat. I feel like some bigger streamers with like 100 people on their live stream have less people chatting. Please don't stop chatting. Or, you know, keep going with chatting, but don't spam or anything. But geez, San Marino's he wants the spotlight on him at all times.
He's the savior of the chat. He wants to keep it alive.
Okay, what are these guys doing?
I suppose our tactical bombers are not doing amazing numbers of damage, but they're still useful, since the Greeks don't have air force of their own to contest us.
Yeah, and the fighters really, I don't think, do ground support damage. I'm not entirely sure about that.
No, they don't. This is not Road to 56.
So basically, or Panzer Corps, they do damage in Panzer Corps, but just early on in the early part of the game.
Oh, so they lose that ability later?
Let's get this guy. Yeah, I think that the defense of, you know, just generally the armies, the Soviets, the English, whatever, get up to a level where they don't, yeah, they don't do any damage pretty much.
Oh, by the way, I just remembered, check your garrison division.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I think the cavalry has like a recon company, so just make a copy of it without it.
Thank you. Will do.
All the way to Athens, I just remembered that.
Change this to the MP division that I just made, and we're going to go to martial law because that seems to be the way to go. Okay, these guys hopefully won't push in there. Okay, and then how do I get the capitulation here?
You gotta capture pretty much all of European Greece without
Okay.
the islands. So probably Alexandroupolis, but we're gonna see. Let's capture the central part of Greece. Because Alexandroupolis, I usually take it, but we're gonna see. Just capture the cities.
Okay. Thought there was a division over there on Corfu. I think it was when I took these islands. Yeah. Okay.
He might have went on a vacation. There's a dockyard there, a port.
Okay, we just got it.
San Marino, for example, your favorite stuff. You can talk about your favorite stuff and share them with chat. Oh yeah, I catch up. Congratulations. Greece is ours.
Okay, what was the move? Remind me what the move was. We go Yugoslavia next, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Are you gonna attack them or you're gonna just take your territories diplomatically?
So does taking the territories get me core on the territories?
I think diplomatically, yes, but if you attack them, I think you also get it. But yeah, you're gonna have to fight.
And so that is the question of Macedonia. So I need 120k in the field, right?
Yes, but if you're gonna attack, you better do deal with VMRO because you can invest in ambush on in a uprising there when the war starts. You're gonna get 4 divisions from there and encircle a few Yugoslavian ones if you want to go to war with Yugoslavia.
Okay. So I'm a little worried about the shift to industrialism because we're going to get 10% stability hit. Monthly population negative 5%. What is that? How does that affect us?
Very little, but it's still the stability that is your biggest concern, at least right now. I usually go, I mean, you kind of thrown my build that I gave you through the window because the industrialization is helping you early on to build up your industry and military production. But right now you're gonna get 10% negative stability, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's gonna help you or hurt you more.
Okay. So maybe I should get off of this. I mean,
I mean, if
definitely
you
if
can,
we do an aggressive war, the 10% stability hit's going to be pretty devastating.
you can retain agrarianism. It is the more stable way of the economics. You don't have huge negative modifiers there. I think it's only 5% to construction.
Okay, I'm just taking a look at this stuff. So we get 5 steel, 2 civilian factories. Dude, the hit to stability is really concerning me right now.
The only thing that you're gonna hate from retain agrarianism path, it's gonna be maintain economic protectionism. It's gonna throw you back to limited exports, but it's gonna give you 10 stability and 100 political power. So it's
Forget it.
the more
not
stable path.
not if I lose free trade, dude. There's no way.
But you get 100 political power and 10% stability. You can change it back real quick.
Huh? Yeah, that's stability. Yeah, okay. So it's a lateral move.
And invest in rural education, you can get, if you choose the correct one, one research slot. Or you can improve the population growth and battlefield losses. That's the other modifier you can choose instead of the extra research slot. So the left side is more stable, not huge gains, huge losses, but you won't be building a lot of civilian factories very fast. So the right side is just you take this big stability hit early on, but you can build up for the war with Greece earlier, much quicker. Military factories, civilians if you need. That's why I recommended it, but now you have to adapt.
Gotcha.
You gotta
Recent.
make the choice.
I think that so I just declared I'm justifying against Yugoslavia. It was
No,
130 days.
don't do the focus. Do the focus.
No, I
It's
will. I
much
will.
better with the focus.
We'll get this.
Don't
We're going to
justify.
take the stability hit. No, it's 130 days. We should be fine.
Dude, it's gonna uh if you do the focus, let me just see it. If you do the focus question of Macedonia, you're gonna get an event and you start to negotiate, with Yugoslavia. There is an option to go to war with them. You don't need to justify manually.
Okay. Well, I mean, I already spent the political power, so I don't have to declare war on them. So would you deal with the VMRO first, though?
Definitely, because the extra divisions that pop out, they encircle so many Yugoslavian ones, and they add a little bit to your army. It's only gonna cost you like 50 political power and 2000 guns, but I think you're on top of the guns.
Yeah. Well, with with Andrew's strategy and 40K that we got, or however, it was like 30K from Greece. I mean, that's a ginormous amount of guns for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We got 46 in the stockpile. I mean, we're just good to go. Actually, I
Parker
could build
says.
out. Sorry, go ahead.
Parker says, when ESG plays, he shows me weird things I have never seen or heard about, but then I watch him and want to take control. I think you're inspirational, ESG.
A lot of people say that. I've had someone tell me like I can't stand the border gore uh, that I make in some of my videos and stuff, and other things like that. Like, but he's not doing this. He's not doing that. We still got
You're
civilian economy. Doesn't that hurt you? Like, these strategy, this strategy gaming community basically thinks like me. When something's not like the way you usually do it, it bothers you. You know?
That's usually how it works in real life. If something is different, it bothers you. But some people decide to not, you know, stay away from it because it's different. But some people want to get into it because it's different. So there's people for everything. Not everybody likes it. The different.
Yeah, and I arrived at these conclusions like I told you guys earlier. You start from your own observations and go from there. You start from zero. It's hard to Other people may have come to inferior conclusions you don't know unless you test it out yourself. And if you know about how other people play the game and then you start playing like them, you're going to come to the same conclusions that they do. So, um, yeah, it's good to try out different things for sure.
Mm.
Dude, you got to start help me here. We have way too much support equipment and we have plenty of artillery.
I
What do you think I
mean,
can do with this support equipment?
stop producing guns for a change. Focus on artillery and make 7-2 maybe. And the support equipment, you're gonna need it either way. Don't stop producing it. When you make the, what was it? Military police template with the support company, you're gonna need support equipment.
So wait, say that I'm going to need the support equipment for what type?
The for the occupation, when you
Oh,
make the the proper of I forgot the proper Garrison template.
Military
Yes.
police. Gotcha.
You can also throw in some recon companies inside your divisions if you have so much.
Okay, that's interesting. Actually, you know what I could do? I can make these super cavalry divisions because support regiments don't actually slow down the overall division template, and we should make them a decent width as well.
Yeah, and also leave just one factory on guns because you're not gonna burn out through 40k just like that. You can adapt your production line. Get more factories where you need them.
True. Let's. Okay, so I've got enough in every category. I think we're fine. Let's expand down at the bottom. I don't want to lose that production efficiency from the guns. You always need guns, right? And then I need guns to occupy. Okay, so we're not going to go to the next level infantry
I,
equipment 2.
I mean, you can leave 2 factories on guns if you're so concerned about them, but I usually don't have problem with 1 factory on them for like a lot of time because I have so much of it. I focus on artillery, recently anti-air, and air force to push them out as soon as possible to have big numbers. And later, when you want to produce the new gun, then you switch the factories back to guns.
Gotcha.
Because right now you're gonna get more core territories when you core them, and when you finish extensive conscription focus, it was called Bulgarian intervention. You're gonna get even more manpower, and you're gonna have to equip these new divisions with guns, and you have plenty.
Gotcha.
But you're not gonna produce the new guns soon, so just leave 1 factory on the old ones, and later when you have more industry to spare, switch to the new ones and transfer factories there.
Yeah, I don't want to lose that production efficiency though.
Don't die about it. Andrew told me if you see red, don't stress about it. Just read what it says. So this production efficiency is not gonna kill you if you lose it. If you leave 1 factory, for example, on the guns, because there are more important things to look at right now.
So Sasia says to start building motorized so that you could go motorized artillery. I think that that's a good suggestion. We're just going to keep all the production the same because the production efficiency matters quite a bit. I'll take 1 production away from the guns. And so our production efficiency improved quite a bit. And
Wow,
then
you
that went
spared
into
1 factory.
motorized.
Wow, oh, this 1 factory just to go somewhere else. How dare you? You had to leave everybody on the guns. ESG.
We'll use them. We'll use them. You're right. That is a large stockpile, but we didn't lose that much production efficiency. This factory right here probably has some production efficiency I want to maintain. But Yugoslavia has an air force, so we're gonna need fighters, right?
Aircraft, yes.
Okay. Okay, so we should definitely get off the Great War Tank. That's not a good idea.
By the way, if you go to the decisions, you should have one about, it should be Belomorsk Trachea, I believe. It covers 2 or 3 states in Greece.
Okay, so
If you want, you can take that decision. More manpower, less garrisons.
where is it? In events and decisions?
Decisions, yes.
Integrate Belmorska?
Yeah, that one.
Oh. Okay,
You
that's
can
the
read
next
it
thing
up.
we're going to do for sure. We want all those core. Yeah, that's definitely what we want. And we'll stop bleeding out, troops here. So I'm going to go. I just got deal with VMRO, then we'll do the question of Macedonia next.
Yeah, better equip these Chetty divisions to have the uprising ready. But remember, it's only gonna trigger via the event chain. It's not gonna trigger when you declare war manually.
Gotcha.
I still don't know how to code it properly, so.
It's okay. All right, so I got the buck 50, so we'll gain core in Macedonia. That's awesome. Arm the Chetty. Okay. So we got to wait for 25 political power. And then we give them 2K Steyr-Stutzen. But then we're going to get divisions out of that. Oh, World War II just started.
Parker is asking what are your divisions, the templates.
So Parker, I probably should have done this earlier. I was a little too worried. But this is the starting template with Engineer Company, and I built out into Support Artillery. And I was such a nervous Nelly that I created this basic infantry division right off the bat with a combat width of 20 with just guns. And then I added this Support Artillery because I saw that I had so much artillery. And then because we have the Cavalry Expert, I built this Spearhead Cavalry Division. So we'll probably build this out next to be a mixed light tank cavalry division like they have in Italy.
Seisha4 says that now that you're at peace, you should reduce the garrison in Greece to police force. I think that's the occupation wall.
So the criteria that we met was that we've developed on these live streams was once the compliance. I guess we are on regulars, so we should be okay. This says it's neutral though. So once the compliance reaches, I believe it was 20%, then we can start lowering the occupation law. So that's what I go with. So what could help us there is by getting a Legacy of the Tsar, which has daily compliance gain 0.02.
Yeah, this is gonna increase the compliance in all of your territories just a little bit faster. And we know, sorry, compliance beats resistance most of the time. Parker says none of that is bad for Bulgaria. I suppose the templates, but Andrew says that you should probably make all your 18 widths 20 widths.
Okay, just did that. Saw that
Yeah,
comment.
for the combat with for the battles. Yeah.
Thank you, Andrew. Let's. Okay, so the spearhead. Be nice to go around this section. Trying to remember, there's a revolt over here in Skopje. Is that how you Skopje? Not sure how to pronounce that.
The J is like Yeah, that sound. They,
Skopje.
yeah, we have it on Bulgarian, but they're using the other alphabet, and that's why it sounds strange in English, Skopje, but it's Skopje actually.
Perfect.
It's Cyrillic language, but they use the Latinic alphabet, I believe it's called. That's why it's strange to pronounce.
Okay, so do we have cores on those Macedonian territories?
Only when you trigger the war or they give it to you via the event chain. Otherwise, if you conquer it manually, you're gonna have a decision to core it.
Okay, so I see the decision just finished. So we should get cores. And then I'm arming the Chetty. We're ready with our spearhead cavalry divisions.
Oof, we're having manpower issues. Maybe do the focus for the Bulgarian intervention to gain that uh, extensive conscription.
Okay, so we'll do question of Macedonia, then Bulgarian intervention next. And then it doesn't look like I lose this war goal against Yugoslavia because it was on core territory. Because the ones that aren't on claim states expire, and then we would take a hit to stability.
Yeah, and war support after 2 months. Yeah, they're gonna call you out on your bad foreign policy and relations. Yeah.
We'll try it. I'm gonna walk. So I'll walk this down to military governor, and we'll see what happens.
Andrew asks what is the stream delay because it seems pretty long.
It is long because I don't know if I should do this or not, but basically it's for people that are watching it in like 1080p and things like that. I mean, I should probably go low latency. I'm not going to go ultra low latency, but there are three settings. It's on the longer delay. I was worried about stream quality, but possibly is hurting us here a little bit. Yeah, this is 0 up here, so we have core on this territory, right?
Yeah, when it
Eastern
says
Macedonia, Central.
and also Thrace. Yeah, these three states.
Okay, and I did
Andrew,
walk it back, so Sasia, um, yeah, it did work out for us here. Okay.
Andrew says still on civilian economy. That bugs me pretty bad, pretty hard.
Oh, I know, dude. Okay, so we should do. So we just got the question of Macedonia, and we get event Bulgaria demands Macedonia, correct?
Don't go to war via Macedonia is ours. Open negotiations. If they refuse, you can go to war, but they're gonna attack, not you. You're not gonna be the aggressor.
Okay, so open negotiations with Yugoslavia.
And since you did not improve relations, they should not be so fast to give you the territory. They might even decline your request, which
Okay.
is what we're hoping for. But if you want, you can attack them directly.
But then I don't get the Chetty divisions, right?
Yeah. No, actually, you get them because you finished the decision. If you do the attack from the event chain, they're gonna spawn.
Okay, Yugoslavia agrees. Yugoslavian government has agreed to let go of the territories west of Moravia.
West? Oh, I should fix that. It should be south.
Gotcha.
Oh, you found a bug.
Well,
Bad
that's
writing.
good.
Bad writing, Pillbox.
No, everything in the text looks good that I've seen so far. So we do Union makes strength, gains core on Macedonia, gains core on Pirot.
Western Mora of oh my god, how did I make that mistake?
Whoa. Loses claim on Macedonia.
Union makes strength, you gain the territory. Macedonia is independent. It says it in the choice.
Okay. So we'll take it and then just declare war on Yugoslavia?
Yeah, that's what you want. Sorry.
So I could do this. Wow, so they're in no man's land pretty much. So I could do this
Yeah,
right away.
right away. They're not gonna have their divisions back in time.
Okay, so we're declaring war, but then the Allies come in against us. It's probably going to happen anyway, right?
You did cause some world tension.
Yeah, well, let's do it. And then we'll go Bulgarian intervention to get the 5% recruitable population.
Yeah. So you're really going to war with Yugoslavia.
So we took their stuff. Oh, what happened?
What? I'm kind of lagging behind. I cannot see.
I keep forgetting that. Sorry. So I declared war. Then Macedonia became its own separate state. And now I'm literally just dissolving the divisions in there, in this pocket, pretty much. Tell me when you catch up.
Oh yeah, I see it. No, it's not its own state. Just the territories that contain Yugoslavian divisions.
Oh yeah,
They have to change color because they are occupied by Yugoslavian divisions.
Oh, okay. My bad.
But I think they're encircled, so you're gonna have to kill them easily.
Yeah, I think in this case, I probably have to because, yeah, there's going to be too much other things to do. Maybe I could take him down to one province, do Andrew Strat here.
I mean, the allies are gonna come at you, so you're gonna need every division that you can get at the front line, not some in the back.
Oh, wow.
But since you declared war manually, the Chetty divisions are not showing up because they only make the uprising in the event chain.
But I didn't have that option, right?
You did, but we chose diplomacy.
Okay.
And they agreed then they agreed for some reason, even though we didn't improve relations.
Oh. Bunch of Yugoslavian divisions just disappeared. Let's see what I can do here, if I can cut these guys in half real quick.
I mean, it would have been optimal if we were in the Axis, because Germany and Italy are gonna keep the allies busy for us.
We can still do that, right?
I mean, we're at war with the allies either way. Better be in the faction.
Alright, we're in the Axis.
We're so historical this time. We joined the Axis.
There you go.
It's so according to plan, 6th of November 1939, exactly the date when Bulgaria joined the Axis. It's in the history books, you can check it out.
Are you kidding, or is it really? The
No.
6th of November? Yeah.
No.
I thought it was later. It was like 41 or something like that. When they were preparing to go into Russia, and they're like, oh, we need friends behind us here.
Andrew is taunting me. He wants me to explain some secret to you. Andrew, are you sure you want to reveal this secret?
What secret we got going here?
It's part of how combat works in Hearts 4. He just revealed it a few days ago to me. So I'm asking, are you sure you want me to reveal this secret?
The
And everybody,
multiple- like so
and
attacking.
everybody, and all of the subscribers of ESG are gonna see this if they watch the stream, of course. Okay, he's sure about it. Okay, so ESG, pause the game for a little bit.
Okay.
So if I remember correctly, when, for example, they're attacking at you, and you have a division next province, like 2 provinces on your side, 1 province on their side, and they're attacking into one of your provinces. For example, if you attack with your other division not in combat into that one provision, oh, forgot the word. Into one of
Province?
their province. I began to speak Bulgarian. So if they're attacking you and you attack them with your other province, they're gonna get crazy negative modifiers because they're in multiple combats. It's like Germany fighting the Allies and the Soviets. They had to divert attention. They're not completely devoted to one enemy, so they're taking organization and attack and defense modifiers pretty big negative modifiers. So you
Okay, I
can
see
use
what
that to
you're.
your advantage.
So when they're attacking into you, and then you're attacking from like 2 other sides, for instance, I know that when you're attacking one province from 2, that's always better, um, because you need to attack with 2 different divisions from 2 different provinces. You get bonuses that way, and then if they're attacking into you, and then you're attacking into them from 2 different provinces, you get massive bonuses. Okay, got it. I kind of knew that was the case, but I never, I didn't know that. So that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah, they attack into you. You take one other division from the province that is bordering theirs as well. You attack them, and then they get this massive negative modifiers. You can see it in the combat actually. It shows up most of the time. Sometimes it doesn't show, but they still take the negative modifiers. Okay, Andrew is typing stuff. I probably missed something. Yeah, he's let me clear up some stuff. If you get attacked and you attack and the attacking divisions, okay, from another adjacent tile, the enemy get the multiple combat debuff. This debuff gives the enemy division minus 50% attack and removes their planning bonus. So it's pretty decent negative modifier.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, when they attack into you, you attack with adjacent tile, and they get slaughtered. They lose all their momentum, they lose all their planning bonus. Basically, you counter them.
That's cool. Let's take these guys and then just keep them around there. So how do you employ that strategy, Andrew? Like in a normal situation like here, I guess. I guess we just want to hold these encirclements, but I do need to get into Skopje.
I mean, in this situation, we're the attackers, so we cannot exactly use it properly, because we're pushing. They can use it against us. This is for defense mainly.
Gotcha.
But I suppose if they try to break out, you can just counter attack with your adjacent division to that battle happening. I guess that can work out as well.
Is it a game and mechanic that the devs know about? Do we know?
He says you wait until they attack and then you attack them. Really, yeah, that's it. I and Andrew jokingly say that this is a game feature, but since it has the debuff showing up, it's probably a real game feature. It's
Yeah,
not a
since they
it's
have
not a bug.
text.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's vetted. Okay, so I'm
This
not
time,
sure if
this
at
time it's a legit game feature. This time we're not joking.
hmm.
Wow, almost historical borders as well. We're nailing this one.
So what would be the perfect historical borders? Just like Macedonia and Peru here?
And yeah, from Greece, Central Macedonia, Eastern Macedonia, Thrace, most of the normal Macedonia, Pirot, maybe Morava. Yeah, actually Morava as well. And I think that's it. The other part of Serbia was divided between Croatia, Italy, and Germany, I believe. I don't exactly know what happened to Greece. If Stelios would explain to me some other time, I would also tell you.
Dude, look at this. Belgrade or Serbia is worth 6 military factories and 6 civs. That's a pretty
Whoa,
good province.
this is huge.
But then if we had taken Bosnia, there's only 2 civilian factories, not really that worth it. And yeah, the other provinces are even worse. I think this is good. And then there's 2 mills up here in West Banat. Yeah, this was good. I don't want to
Mm.
occupy territories that don't have factories in it.
So you probably want to give Greece to Italy, but as we know in history, that's not a good plan to trust Italy that much.
Yeah, I do. No, I want to hang on to Greece for sure. And I think what the AI has been doing mostly is attacking into Albania. Hopefully Italy has enough forces here to where they actually occupy it. Because I remember last time they kept on attacking into Albania, and then I was like attacking into Romania on one of our playthroughs, and it was really bad.
Dresden showed up. Hello, Poland.
Hey, Dresden, good to see you, man.
So I suppose since we're in the Axis, we're not gonna attack Romania.
No, why not?
Um, their valuable ally.
We'll
Besides,
be
we're
an
gonna take.
ally. It'll be okay.
Uh-huh. I
So
mean,
we'll still be, the Romanian territory will still technically be in the Axis, right?
true. Uh, but uh, I don't know. I have never done this when I'm in the Axis and I play Bulgaria because Germany is gonna give territory at the expense of Romania, of course, to their allies. So I'm not sure how the events will go this way if you annex all of it. And
Oh, and
also,
then
the Soviet Union is gonna ask for Bessarabia, I believe, or it was Moldova. So it's on you if something goes wrong.
well,
I
we're
have
in
no
the
intel on
Axis.
this. I have no intel on this.
Hold up, though. We're in the Axis, so if the Soviets go against us, they go against Germany too, right?
True.
Okay. The mistake. So would you rather go? Would you rather have Romania or Turkey?
As I said, Romania has a focus tree and it's a good ally, but and besides, they can pump out a lot of army by themselves. The Turkey, for now, doesn't have a focus tree, and they would be pretty easy to deal with. But I'm not sure that you want to go to war with the Soviet Union through the Caucasus.
Yeah, we
But
tried that with Poland. That was a big mistake. That was a
yeah, so
huge mistake.
probably just stick to the focus tree and take the state you need and focus on the Soviet Union if you want to go there. Otherwise, Turkey is gonna hinder you pretty much the entire war because of the occupation.
No, I agree. And we can't attack this way. It's just going to soak up my divisions, and then we have a coastline that the UK is going to get involved with. Yeah, that's.
Andrew suggests wait until the Soviets take Bessarabia and then declare on Romania. Also, Romania has oil and Germany likes oil, so you get sieves from trade. But Andrew, I think the Romanians are gonna join the Axis before the Soviets ask for Bessarabia, so we're gonna be late by then.
Now, the way this shook out, we don't really have a good border with Hungary, but I was going to suggest we go for Hungary because no, the Allies don't come in on the. Well, they would. Hungary at this point would go to the Allies if we attacked into them. But I think we have enough time to take Romania and then take Hungary, hopefully, and then we're in the Axis. If the Soviets want to go up against us, let's go, baby. Or I guess we can just give away Bessarabia, right? They can take it.
I'm gonna restrain myself on that Hungarian plan.
Well, if they ask for Bessarabia, we could just give it to them, right?
No. Hungary, why would you attack your ally?
Because we want that for ourselves, so we can go up against Germany eventually.
Crazy, man, crazy.
I know, right? I love it.
I would not use that. I would not use that word exactly.
So
Love is
wait,
pretty powerful, you know. Love is like burning fire. So you must be pretty convinced that you want to go to Hungary and take their stuff.
yeah, let's go. These are great countries here, man, to get.
They have resources.
I want to go up against the big boys eventually, you know? God, it's still
Okay,
November.
let me try to convince you. Go to the focus tree. Let me see the focus exactly. Look at our place in the Balkans. Tell me what you see. What catches your attention first? I'm trying to convince you here that there is a better way, but if you want to go to Hungary for the resources, I'm gonna support you.
Requires all the referendum and old wounds.
The effects, not the requirements.
Effects. Okay, replace patriotic awakening with patriotic will. Recruitable pop 2%. Division attack. Dude, we're gonna be gods after this. Gain stability
Uh,
10%. War support. We change a bunch of names. This is great. Bulgarian
and uh,
Empire.
and the bottom text in white, we have united most of our territories, and our people are liberated from foreign rule. Now we will begin to integrate them into our new Bulgarian Empire. So you're gonna get cores, decisions to core a bunch of territory in Romania and Yugoslavia and Turkey, but we're not gonna bother with Turkey. If you just acquire the needed territories. So if you want to go to war with Romania, you can core most of it.
Hmm.
So, but
So
I
it sounds
suggest
good.
first, yeah, but I have never done this to attack Romania and then try to acquire all the needed states. So I cannot advise you anything.
We'll try it out. Let's see if if we figure anything out. Who knows? Go for Romania and leave Bessarabia free. Sorry, I'm reading chat. Yeah, dude, just eat up Hungary. May or may not be saying this for Romanian propaganda.
He's a Romanian. He's trying. He wants to save his country.
You will not
He.
be saved today, Andrew.
Oh
I'm
no.
sorry. We're
He's
taking
sus.
everyone.
He's an imposter.
My ambition has no bounds. I'm the Bulgarian Boris
The third.
the third, but really
The
I'm Napoleon Bonaparte in my mind.
Andrew, you're sus. Vote him. He wants to save Romania.
We need that oil, man. We're gonna go tanks. We're mobile warfare. Okay. Old wounds or referendum of loyalty?
Referendum of how much stability do you have exactly?
26%.
Uh, I mean, you can still give it a shot. Just improve relations with Romania, go for the focus, and see what happens.
Okay, and I
If
have to
every
justify a war goal too.
yeah, maybe hold on that justification just until the focus is finished.
Okay, it says 80 days, so we should be fine, right? 85 days?
No, I mean wait for the focus to finish before justifying war goal, because the justification causes negative relations and you want to improve
Oh,
relations.
there you go. Thank you. It's
Yeah,
getting
improve
late, man.
relations.
I'm getting a little punchy.
Yeah, you're losing brain cells, I'm gaining brain cells.
Sleep,
It's
man.
it's morning here. Andrew says, what do you mean? I was in electrical. That's tap though. You're lucky you didn't get strikes or mutinies or anything like that. Yeah, we're low on stability.
Okay, let's see about increasing that. Improved worker conditions again. There we go.
Yeah, we gotta improve that stability. The industrialization focus was spicy. On the stability.
Okay, got a research slot here. Okay, let's go armored spearhead. Start working our way down there. How close are we to tank divisions? Not very close, huh? Oh no, we got
We don't have.
122. We could do this.
We can?
Yeah.
How many tanks are going into one division?
So we need hardness to be above 50%. I guess we're building motorized. Okay, so I'm gonna need to add a light tank there. Combat width 14's not the worst. It's pretty bad.
Do we have a lot of civilian factories that we can spare for agency to combat that resistance that is growing?
Oh yeah, let me check that out.
If we have the civilian factories, we can go for the 5 upgrades to gain another spy. Because we have one spy from political stability and one in general, and then the 5 from the one from the 5 upgrades. If you can spare the civilian factories.
Got a little situation down here in southern Greece.
Ah, this red wave, which are not Soviet.
Okay, let's get everyone down there ASAP, and then
I guess the Regia Marina is not doing its job today.
do we have one civilian factory?
How?
Because I think we're trading for all these resources.
I told you to build cities.
We're still on civilian economy, But
Oh, that's why. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
That's
that's the reason why. But now I can go total MOB if I want to.
that
Uh,
too.
-3% recruitable pop. Probably can't do that. Probably gonna have to go war economy.
Dresden says the red coats are coming. The British Grenadiers. Someone start singing the British Grenadiers bitte.
We gotta wait till we see the whites of their eyes. That was the
Mm,
old story.
yes.
Okay, let's go. Get our planes down here too. Oh, they're already down here somehow.
Andrew says don't do top up. It's gonna kill your manpower.
Don't do what?
Total mobilization.
Yeah, yeah. No, I won't.
But we can do women in the workforce, I believe. This is gonna combat it.
Dude, do I have allies whatsoever?
Oh, Andrew says, and don't have enough stability for women in the workforce. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay, so go woman in the workforce next time?
No, don't, because you don't have the stability.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Um, Bulgaria is lacking that resource right now.
Let's take this off. Dude, you watching this? The allies are just kicking my butt. Okay. We want to get this port so that they're not going to have enough to, like, do this massive push against me anymore.
I mean, you can post some guards on the ports, yeah. Some cheap divisions.
Come on, I want huge encirclements here.
One strategy that I have seen involves letting them land, then allowing them to expand, and then encircling them, kill the divisions.
We got, this one actually worked out okay. We got 7 divisions. So that's pretty cool.
Aiku Bear says that we're in trouble. How do you respond to that statement?
Oh, somebody's in trouble. Good to see you, Ico Bear. No, we're okay, man. We're strong. At least we weren't at war with Romania, you know? And we would just be sitting there waiting anyways. We're going to go Referendum of Loyalty and then try to take whatever we can from Romania.
Man, that one civilian factory doing all the work in Bulgaria.
Yeah, one.
The best workers of Bulgaria are there.
Well, that's because everyone else is like pumping out consumer goods. Light bulbs, toasters.
Everybody going shopping today.
Okay, we're gonna get the tank upgrade. Dude, the pure luxury that the Bulgarians have at this point is crazy.
Luxury?
There's
What
war.
luxury? Oh, I get it. Yeah,
Because look at the consumer goods are so high.
We're so confident in our boys in the field that we're already celebrating.
You guys are pumping out pomade for that hair, get that hair looking nice, you know?
Yeah, we're having celebrations now. We look at all this territory that we captured.
We're
All these
fairly insulated too.
consumer good factories gotta work day and night to produce these luxuries for us. That factory must be owned by Foxconn, says Eco Bear.
Foxconn? I don't get it.
Foxconn, probably something American.
Fox, like, no, it's something else. I was gonna say the television network, but I don't. Sorry, man. The reference is over my head, dude.
Andrew also points out that it's because of the civilian economy.
Okay, that's our next thing that we need to do. Okay, we need to get rid of this.
Yeah, we have the war support for war economy now.
Yeah, so we're good. We're gonna make that clean leap.
IQ says that they produce all the iPhones and they push their workers to the extreme. Oops.
Oh, okay, so it's okay if they're producing all the iPhones, it must be a Chinese corporation.
Yeah, but the name, Foxconn,
Yeah,
it gave me American vibes.
it is. It's probably an American company that just has factories in China or something. Like Tesla's over in China now, pumping
Uh,
out those electric cars.
are we at extensive conscription?
Yeah, we should be. Yep, we are.
Then why are we with so little manpower?
We need more cores, I think.
That's one way to add to that stockpile.
Well, let's. Is this increasing? Mm,
It was 38k a few seconds ago. Now it's 47, 46.
actually, it's diminishing.
I mean, we have expanded pretty rapidly.
Oh, it's. You know what we need? If we had a puppet that could give us our manpower, that would be awesome.
But we don't have one. We're at World War II.
Okay, so here's an example here. So we went down to military governor and look at. There's like 16% resistance right here. So that's why I don't do that. However, we are getting compliance quicker. So I guess I'll keep it the same here. I guess it worked out as long as this doesn't get worse. But I don't know if it was because of the invasion, and that's why resistance spiked as well. So we're just going to keep this on military governor for sure.
Harsh Geo says to get rid of free trade because we got all the research that we needed. We can go to export focus, for example.
Harsh Gill, thanks for joining, man.
Andrew, how could we release Greece? We are just occupying them. They're
We
not
can release
annexing.
Greece over here.
And if we release Greece, we're not gonna lose the new states that we acquired.
Yep, Central Macedonia. It says it right there. Central Macedonia, Eastern Macedonia, and Western Macedonia.
And we just cored those territories. We don't
Man.
get resistance there.
God, it would be so nice though. He's right.
Yeah,
Because
if
we
we
wouldn't have to
could,
worry.
if we could manually release the states that we want instead of one big button, that would have been much better.
I agree. I mean,
One big button releases everything.
God, here they come again. We just don't have enough manpower right now to expand either.
True.
Okay, it's going up. I got 61 on my screen.
Andrew, it does work if they don't have cores, but they still have cores on the territories that we also get cores. So that's the problem. The game still thinks they're proper Greek territory, so they're gonna go to the released nation when we did do that.
Okay, so we just picked up Referendum of Loyalty, and I went straight into Old Wounds. We're still bitter about Dobrosia. The Romanians backstabbed us while our forces were occupied elsewhere. Dobrosia not only houses a large number of ethnic Bulgarians, but it also has a lot of arable land. We'll approach the Romanians and ask them to allow for a referendum of loyalty and let the voice of the region be heard. Very well.
Andrew, close your eyes.
Dude, I hope we get that territory. It's going to make conquering Romania so much easier.
You're still thinking about that conquest, even though we're having trouble with resistance.
If they, it looks like they landed over here, so I don't know. They
Through
might try another
Napoleon.
attack.
True Napoleon right here.
How many divisions did we encircle though? Like 10? They're gonna be hurting for a little bit.
True. But as Churchill once said to Bulgaria, we are millions and you're thousands.
Okay, whoa.
It hurt, but he's right. Bulgaria doesn't have a lot of manpower.
Okay, all these events just popped up. Loyalty to Romania. Your Majesty, the people of Dobruja have forgotten their roots and supported the Romanian claim. Their loyalty is with Romania. Okay, can I declare war against them yet? Oh,
No.
wait. Dobrich. Wait. No, it gave me territory. What the heck?
Did you improve relations, by the way?
Yeah, we're 100%. No, it looks like it gave me the territory. We have Varna.
No, it didn't. Dobruja is the territory that you want.
Okay,
I
well
think
they didn't.
you can still get southern Dobruja from Germany, but I guess that is if you don't occupy it already.
Okay, so basically I got a green light here to justify. Take claim state. I'm doing
Yeah,
it.
basically.
Oh, well, we tried. I mean, I did get it once before in one of the live streams, right?
Come again?
Didn't I get Dobruja in, or is it Dobruja?
Dobruja. This time is Dobruja.
Because
I think
it's a different language.
you got it. You got it last time, I believe.
Okay. Well, it's a random event. It happens. So now we can just declare war. It's all good.
I mean, you can sway the odds in your favor, but we didn't have the stability for that. We did improve relations, which helps, but for maximum effect, we did need it 70 stability.
God damn it, here they come again.
Definitely not possible in wartime. Andrew says that Romania is strong, and then they probably have more than 20 divisions and 80k manpower. I guess that's a warning.
Let's check it out. Intel Ledger. Limited conscription. You're looking at 500,000 manpower at best, 250,000 at worst. Dude, but we are like pumped up with steroids here. Look at, they're on civilian economy too, Andrew. Bam.
And they don't have that many factories, by the way, as us.
Oh, you know what I have to do? I have to filter in the anti-air because they do have tanks.
Ooh, good idea. We're gonna need that piercing.
I guess it's gonna have to be in my main line troops here. There's 10, so I need 200. I easily cover that. Okay, whatever.
He says AI dum dum.
Yeah, it could be. That's everyone's excuse in this game, though, is like, there's no point to SP. MP's the only thing that there's a point to, and yeah.
He's a kind of right. If he was in charge of Romania, he would probably have like 1 million souls on the battlefield and proper what was it? Industry. Yeah, proper industry. Or annexes years ago, whichever. Because Romania in the start is a few times stronger than Bulgaria. It can defeat Yugoslavia easily. They're basically the masters of the Balkans until the end of World War II.
This is crazy. What are they thinking? Okay, I have to go through there. So, the Allies have taken... I'm just going to let them have it. I don't even care. They've taken southern Greece.
Actually, yeah, if you can fall back to your cores and just bunker down and let them have the territory, we're gonna gain some manpower and equipment back because we're not gonna have to garrison that territory.
Yeah, and I don't
in
think
Greece.
that there's 4 unlocks, but there's not huge factories. I think Italy's got it. They got it under control.
Really? You're gonna trust Italy?
Not really, but I don't really have a choice.
I mean, we have bunkers in Central Macedonia. We can hold out pretty well. And we're gonna create a front for the allies, which they're gonna invest a lot there. I think we let them have Greece. And Andrew says to garrison our ports if we want to maintain control over Greece.
Okay. That's a good idea. Okay, we got old wounds. So Croatia gave us 2 divisions. Let's get a defensive general. I don't think these guys are worth anything on offense.
When the event pops up for Turkey, go diplomatic because we don't want another war.
Okay. And then we can go our place in the Balkans, or have to wait?
We don't have the Dobrujas, so we cannot.
Okay.
It requires the territory at least to be controlled. It does not need to be owned.
All right. Well, we can pick up those tractor factories.
Yeah, we can improve the stability finally. Not stability, industry. Because these guys in that one factory are champs, but we need more champs.
There's just a factory full of champions.
We need more of them.
Let's do it. Okay. Anti-fascist raids. Again.
Oh yeah, do all of them. Because it's gonna hurt a little bit, but you're gaining stability and reducing their popularity.
Okay, we do not old wounds. We do not want a new war.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Definitely in this situation.
Hungary joined the Axis.
Damn.
It's no good. Okay, so we gotta declare war against Romania, like, right off the bat. After all these years, Odrin is back in Bulgarian hands.
Nice.
This is a great victory for our people. Political power 200? What?
Yeah, but we make a purchase, which means we have a national spirit that removes some of our. It gives us more consumer goods for a little bit, but since it's a diplomatic deal, we get political power.
Nice. Nozdravie?
It means cheers. It's a
That's
celebration
awesome.
after all.
I thought it meant something like that.
In Polish, I think it's Nozdrowie. In Russian, it's Nazdarovnia. So it's, Slavic.
That's
Dresden,
cool.
if he's here, he can write it down how it says in Polish.
Okay, so switching
He
gears
says,
here.
Andrew says, go to war economy.
I did.
Okay. I'm
We're
a
on the
little bit
same
behind.
page, bros. But I went war economy, and you'll notice while you put 2 civs into building steel, we would have only had 5 civilian factories after going to war economy. So it was not that impactful.
Oh, it is impactful. We now build much faster. Those 3 factories just got an upgrade.
Is that what it does?
Oh yeah, it on civilian economy you have. Let me just see.
Oh, the
Not to lie.
construction speed goes from -30 to +20. That's a 50% increase. Okay.
So 30%, 35 consumer goods on civilian economy, plus 30 on conversion cost. Oil is -40, fuel capacity -25, and military and civilian -30% construction speed. That's the main reason why you switch early to partial mobilization, because these effects basically disappear. And actually you get construction speed on military factories plus 10%. That's why people tell you to switch early, because of these negative modifiers disappearing.
Gotcha.
That's the main reason, not because you get more factories, but because you remove these negative modifiers.
Gotcha.
Because yeah, you get a few factories, but they're not the main stage. They're not the main thing.
Oh, Andrew wants to come in. He wants to come into this party. You want to give him the power? Actually, Andrew, do you want to be a mod, dude? You could be a mod on my Discord.
It's his idea, but I approve because you're a decent person. So you gotta give us an answer.
Who, me? Or
No,
Andrew?
Andrew has to choose, because I think you and me are on the same page.
Yeah, you can jump into the chat. Do you want to pull him into Discord chat?
Only if you agree.
No, I agree. Do you have the power? Did I give you the power in Discord to do that? I don't know.
No, I cannot do it. No.
Okay, I'll send him an invite. Tell me about the Treaty of Craiova.
We will have our
Craiova?
revenge. The top one.
Okay. Put this up for a second.
The top option is gonna give you basically north, southern Dobruja. I mean, it's more territory. Why not? There's no downside to this.
Hello, Andrew.
Hello.
Good to hear from you.
Morning. Good morning.
What's up?
Oh, you know what's up.
Let me pause the stream so I don't hear myself double.
You can mute it. Mute the stream and continue watching. No need to pause.
All right, we're going for Schwerpunkt. Treaty of Craiova?
Craiova.
Wow.
Quick to correct you.
No, I was just like, I can't make that noise with my mouth. Like, there's a lot
Yeah.
of vowels in there. You know what I'm saying?
I actually learned about this in school. Depending on where you're from, maybe
Sorry, what did you say?
You got muted? What happened?
No, I did not do anything. Yeah, he muted.
Andrew,
be
you're
back.
muted, bro. I didn't mute him.
No, it wasn't me. It seems Romania agrees that they should give up southern Dobruja.
Wait,
Are
so
they?
why do we have it now? This is just one of the normal events, right?
Yeah, this is Germany's fault, basically.
Yeah, I'm in English class right now, and the teacher decided to ask me a question, so I had to mute myself and answer.
Is that legal?
Well, it's not legal, but it's only English class, and I know plenty of that. I'll probably hop off next period. Which is
Okay.
math. So I can probably afford to be chatting in Discord or looking at HOI4 streams.
So is Romania in the Axis? Can we still attack them?
Since we're all no, they still have King Carol. I mean, I'm sure any day now they're gonna switch. Let's see where
What-
Germany is.
What focus are they doing? If they do the focus, let me see. Force abdication, it's gonna switch to fascist and become part of the Axis.
Invite German advisors.
Oh, okay, they're close. Invite German advisors, and then they go Iron Guard, and then force abdication. We have 3 focuses. So
So in case you might consider to going.
yes.
Sorry for that. I forgot to mute myself there.
Bro, dude,
how much time
because we got Dobruja or Croatia, sorry. Yeah. No, that we got Dobruja, it canceled my war goal. And it's going to take me 160 days.
Okay. This is...
Dude, we're not going to get Romania.
You can still try to raise them. How much time for the justification?
160 days.
You can still try. If they join the Axis, it's not big deal. Like, you don't
You're
lose
in the
anything.
Axis too, so I don't think you'll be able to declare on them.
They are still not in the Axis, the Romanians. That's why we're trying to rush it.
They might join the Comintern as well, though it's
They're
probably not that likely.
They're guaranteed by the British, so they're gonna join the Allies, as strange as that might be.
Nice.
Oh, and Turkey gave us a little piece of the country? Yes? No? Adern?
You can do the focus for Legacy of the Tsar to get that extra compliant.
Oh boy, here they come again.
Yeah, I think you have all the needed territories.
Let's do some anti-communist raids. We need stability.
I'll be right back.
By the way, if you can assign the monarchist, staunch monarchist, we're gonna gain popularity. This also increases stability.
Oh, good idea there.
And I think Italy is influencing our politics either way, so this is daily fascism. Yeah, we have it. They're gaining a lot of popularity.
Yeah, they are for sure. I probably should have gone staunch monarchist instead of doing the political actions. It's probably better to just get the staunch monarchist instead of spending all the...
course. You have a free military factory. Get it to work. It is on vacation for some reason.
Perfect. We get chat back up here. All right. We can build light tank 1s. So we just don't have enough steel to produce infantry equipment too.
We have a focus for steel, but
6 civilian factories now that we took the bottom of Greece back. That's pretty good. Okay, got the tractor factories.
two more cities.
Quote unquote tractor factories, since they're going to be producing tanks.
They're civilian factories.
These are tractors, they're not tanks. That's what the Germans said, right?
Oh, I get
All
it.
the Panzer ones were like, I forget the German name for it. They were like Leichten tractors or something.
Leicht Tractor was a prototype. It's actually set in the game as the World War I tank, which is improper, but yeah, Leicht Tractor was actually not invented. It was tested in the Soviet Union the years before the Second World War. It was a prototype for a tank. So it was called Leicht Tractor to evade the Allied observers in Germany.
Gotcha.
Yeah, these are not tanks, these tractors. You see, light tractors. And there was a gross tractor, which was a heavy tractor. Definitely not tanks.
Remind me what Iona's Red Cross does. Do I need that? Bulgarian Red Cross.
You can skip it, but you have two options. One gives you plus 300% research boost towards one field hospital, or you can choose the other to improve Queen Ioana as national spirit.
Huh.
It's not essential. I would go for Legacy of the Tsar first, and later, if you want, you can improve her national spirit.
Yeah, let's gain compliance in the non-core territories.
Yeah, that seems like the most important thing right now. Because we get manpower, you can see we have plenty right now, but we don't want to lose any due to insurgents.
Okay, Italy's got a navy down here in Greece. That's awesome. Trotsky just got assassinated.
Poor guy.
It's historical.
Oh, I always found that event amusing because it says mission accomplished when you're playing against Russia and you get
Jeez.
that event.
If you don't, what is the response? Mission
I'm not
failed.
sure. Oh no, you could get Mexico to send Trotsky back, and in this case, the Russians get an event called which you can answer by send an interrogation party and shoot him or something along those lines.
Wow. They're not pulling any punches.
Dude, I was watching the videos on JFK assassination, on the JFK assassination. I don't know why this came up in my brain because it's an assassination, I guess. But dude, I just don't get it, man. So it looked like JFK, the president, got shot from two angles basically, but supposedly the shooter, there's only one shooter, historically. But they said
they only found one bullet in his head, so I guess.
Well, the one to the head, I don't want to be too graphic, but exit wounds are much bigger than entrance wounds, right?
Yeah, because the shrapnel.
Well, it was in the back of his head, so that means that the bullet would have come from the front. And then he got shot in the spine, and that bullet went through to the Texas governor in front of him. So you know that the direction of that, right?
He got shot in the front as well. I didn't know about that. That he got shot in the back. Thought it was just the one bullet in the head.
It was two bullets. One was definitely through the spine and went into the gentleman in front of him. But the one to the head was the controversial. They said that Lee Harvey Oswald did it. But again, like I said, the exit wound is coming out of the back of his head, like a big wound to the back. So that things like that freak me out because it's established that something happened a certain way, right? But
then new facts come in and they challenge that statement.
Yeah, like your perception of things changes as you go. But it's good that you get to shed more light on this rather unknown subject.
Well, no, I think they know about it. There's a lot of speculation.
Obviously everyone knows that it happened, but no one knows for sure how it happened.
Yeah.
General Gaussian Kwai asks why attack Romania. You're on it, TSG.
General, good to see you, man. Because we got to do something, man. We got to get that oil. I think we already got the oil, though.
They're on the way.
No, oil is in Muntenia.
They're in the way to Moscow, so we gotta go through them.
Yeah, I want to participate in Barbarossa. Oh, if you want to know where the oil is, ask a Romanian. You're absolutely right. I always thought it was down here, but... Or maybe in previous patches, the oil was down here.
You can dig in for oil, but you need an event to happen to unlock the decision.
Gotcha. Okay, we got those light tank 2s. Do we have tungsten at all? Does it?
Nah,
No.
I think only in
jeez.
Greece.
Oh
But
man,
since they're not annexed, I think we get less.
I don't think it's worth it to go mediums.
Probably not. Considering the fact that you have like no mills.
And your stream is gonna finish soon. Oops.
Let's
I
go
shouldn't
light
have
tank
said
3.
that.
But hey, how is this? How can I in 1940 do a light tank 3 time to research 142? Do you think that that's bugged?
Do you have a tank bonus as Bulgaria?
We
For research?
do. I think we do. We get it from Germany. Oh no, not research. We
I mean,
have
get it.
one. We have one from Italy. That's via Focus, 300% for light tank. And you have another one in the Focus tree of the army, so you can.
Well, it's October 40 anyways, and research is timed for 41, so ahead of time penalty isn't that big.
I think if you can time them properly, the research bonuses, you can get medium 3, not 3, medium 2 quite early.
Mm-hmm.
Because
And
you
you'd
get
obviously only produce medium 2s, you wouldn't go for medium 3s as a miner with not that big industry. They're still
probably.
gonna work just fine.
Yeah, early tank prototypes from the army Focus 3 gives you 2 times 100% research bonus. And when you do the Italian Italian licenses, you get for light tanks 300% one time. So if you can time them properly, you can have medium 2 quite early. Not sure what kind of build this will be, but it's possible.
I'm going for the light tank 3s. I don't know. I might as well. We've got really good research. I should have gone for... God, I should have gone for infantry equipment.
Artillery 2 wouldn't be a bad idea as well.
Bad? Why?
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Ah, that's better. ESG, there are mountains from the Hungarian side. I suggest we push from the sea.
Oh yeah, for sure. I got my spearhead here. Actually,
it
we
is
need a tank
plains.
division.
We do have one?
Do
Yes.
we?
I think we do once we research tanks.
Oh no, I mean, I've got a tank division template. I just need to build it out now. I need to train it.
We have the experience for that.
Okay, we're gonna go staunch monarchist, and then hopefully our stability is getting up there.
Have you modified the template?
I did. So it's a 14 width. We got do we have? It's 50% hardness, so we can do blitz tactics with 3 motorized.
Say again, Andrew.
Make it 20 width if you're an epic gamer.
Do you 20 width guys?
He's gonna do it one better. He's gonna make it 40 width.
Probably not. Actually.
Now I can see where if you have this long like ramp, where 20 width, like the widths matter. The widths matter in SP and MP obviously, but I think in MP it matters a lot more. I don't think
it's just so it's the most efficient way to get into combat, because if you use like not 20 widths or 40 widths, you obviously get for example 14 widths you can only get, let me do maths.
Oh no.
You can only get 5 of them in a battle. And you have 70 combat width that's filled, so that leaves you with 10 combat width that is not filled. and you can't get any more into it. So if you were to do 20 wits, you could put 4 divisions into the battle and completely fill the combat with.
No, I
So-
got you. I got you.
Yeah, you do that.
And the templates
Oh.
are bigger, so they contain more firepower.
Yeah, exactly as well.
Was that the justification finishing?
Yep.
Go for it because they're doing the focus to join the Axis.
Okay. So they'll join the allies. So then we're good.
Sort.
So my point is, in SP games though, your opponent, which is the AI, obviously, you know, stupid AI, I've heard it all. They don't possess 20 width, so your opponent does not have it. But in MP games, your opponent will have a 20 width, you know. So I think that's why it stacks up better in MP.
If you hop to the Romanian side, you will see that they might even have 40 widths. The AI, for some reason, constantly upgrades their divisions, but instead of upgrading, they actually copy and then upgrade. So they don't upgrade their entire army. They still have like early game
They use
templates.
button.
Yeah, they duplicate and then improve.
Also, Romania has an actual 20 width, which is pretty good. They get it from Focus. It's called the National Guard, and it's a 7.2.
Yeah, I have seen that one. Romania has good focuses.
That's pretty cool.
Romania OP.
Romania OP.
Best Balkan boy.
Yeah, but for some reason you give so much territory to everybody. You're so powerful, but then so friendly.
Okay. Brasov becomes the capital, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, actually, it might be Cluj. In on the
That's-
Hungarian border, near Hungary.
Yeah.
Okay, Hungary's
Hungary.
already got it.
They should get there. Get the big cities. You'd need to capitulate them eventually in some way.
Come on.
Going behind their back, who's the real imposter here?
Oh, wait. So the
What?
Soviets already have Bessarabia.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we're good to go, boys.
Yes.
When did that happen? That seemed to
A
happen
few-
quick. I've been in games where it didn't happen in 1941.
I thought it
Well,
was then, but
The Soviets can justify, and they have a focus war goal, but it doesn't actually give them a war goal. It gives Romania an ultimatum, and if Romania says yes, they get Bessarabia. If not, they get a war goal on Romania, so they can take Bessarabia that way. And it goes for the Baltics and Finland as well.
yeah, it is a focus. The focus itself has a code in it that makes it look like they're justifying, but they're actually just doing the focus.
Gotcha.
I think it's you can even do it without that focus. If Germany has done Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, you can justify and get justification by core. So you don't even need that focus. Those focuses.
True.
There's many of them.
Focus I.
Yes.
English is strange.
The foci.
The foci. Yeah, even further.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Why attack Romania? Dude, is General Kwai here? Is that a Romanian symbol in your that eagle there? Is that a Romanian symbol?
That's actually German.
Hmm.
It's from the Holy Roman Empire, I want to say.
Okay.
Something
okay.
German, anyways. No Romanian symbol. Not that I know of, anyways.
He didn't like it.
Germany.
He didn't like me taking it, but we did it. That's some border gore right there, man.
I mean, technically it's so Bulgarian clay, but we're gonna leave it as border gore.
Bruh.
I mean, look at the history maps. I'm not making things up.
I think you actually got I got most of it. The oil though, bro.
If I would make the map prettier, I would give Transylvania to Hungary just for the beauty.
Transylvania, righteous Romanian clay.
It's
Yeah, so
mountains.
that's not
It's
going to happen because all we have is one button to release. Oh, we can't even release it. Why can't
Yeah,
we release?
I don't
because
think you can release when you're at war. No, actually you can. You should be able to.
we're occupying them. We cannot release them.
No, I think it's so, but we
They didn't get
we
that much
occupy
oil
Greece,
left.
but we can release Greece, but we're not at war with Greece. We're still at war with Romania. Andrew's right.
We're at
Well, yeah, because it's you don't get a peace deal, and
yeah,
if you
that's
don't
why
get a
that's
peace deal, you can't do
you
that.
can only release annexed territories, not controlled. You need to annex them before you can release them or make them puppets.
Or maybe it's because I need to own the whole territory as well, right?
No. It's
I
you
don't think you need
own.
to own all of it.
So when I went to release it, would it release like say Hungary's got pieces of Romania?
No, it doesn't release the Hungary, whatever Hungary has. It just releases what you have.
But if you have foreign countries' cores or claims, I think you can return territory. That's a different button.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
For example, Romania can return territory to Hungary and they get Transylvania. They can do the same with southern Dobruja, and yeah.
Yes, because other countries have claims on their territory, so they can.
Yeah,
There is a
exactly.
button to return the territory.
Indeed, there is.
That's cool. So yeah, from here, yeah, I think that's end of stream there.
You can finish the focus our place in the Balkans, and then you get a bunch of core decisions. But yeah, that's basically it. You did pretty good.
Okay, so now that we have that, we can do that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to zoom through here, and yeah, I'll finish on that note. I don't think Germany's going to attack into Russia yet. Knock on wood.
41, I think it was summer, but I don't.
22nd of June.
Yeah, I don't remember dates very easily, so.
It is, but you know, Hearts of Iron 4 doesn't follow it.
They also have
entirely.
a national spirit that is the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, and you can check when that expires. It might
Oh.
not be a national spirit, it might just be a non-aggression pact. You can check
It's
when that
non-aggression
expires.
pact, yes.
And you
But
can check when it expires.
it should expire 10 years later, but I think they broke it.
Oh, historically it was 10 years later, but in the game it's 22nd of June.
Oh, so it's a game mechanic. It's not. They did not make it historical because the game is 12 years only. In
So it
continuation.
doesn't really tell me when I hover over it. Maybe that's you know
It'll
hidden
tell you as
information.
Germany though, I know for sure. But it expires on the 22nd. I'm pretty sure. That's when Germany attacks usually. Anyways, they don't really attack before that. If you have historical AI on.
I do. Okay, so we should get it before June 22nd.
Abdicates to where? Romania is ours.
Yeah, I know. I saw that too. King Carol the
Romania
Third.
still is a government in exile.
They finished the focus, but it's too late.
God,
Actually, ESG, I never managed to annex Romania before with my gameplay builds and stuff. So you did better than me, I would say.
Oh, cool. Thanks, man.
The author admits it.
Well, this is the first time we've been able to do it because with the voice chat, like, you can give me feedback immediately. There's not that delay or whatever, but...
Yeah, personal AI advisors are pretty nice.
Well, maybe I should... So maybe I should take the latency to low latency then, and then not worry about if people are seeing it, you know, in HD or whatever.
I don't know why, but for me, I can't go above 72p quality.
Yeah, me too.
720.
Yeah,
720, yeah.
that's the highest I can go for me.
This is the highest for me too.
And I have a monitor on which I can watch 4K, so I don't think that would be the issue.
I don't know. Like when I usually watch streamers, no, because like on Twitch I can watch it in 1080. Pretty sure.
Yeah, on Twitch, yeah.
I mean, it's not
mean,
a huge difference between 720 and 1000.
Yeah.
You can
But
still pretty much see everything.
like if the sole purpose of your stream delay is so you can watch in 1080 and be smooth, then I don't think that's it's that good of a deal that you're getting the short end of the deal right there.
here, let me check it. Okay, we're on normal latency instead of low. It doesn't even let me hover over it and see what it says.
I suppose you need to stop the stream and then change it.
You might need to do that, but at the end, I don't think it's maybe for next time though.
Yeah,
Look a bit into it.
some other time when you use AI advisors in your chat.
I'll take it down to low again, and we'll see if you guys still. I'm sure you guys would still get 720.
Probably.
And I don't have. I've got like 50 megabyte download and 10 upload, something like that. I don't have like top of the line internet. I guess that could help out a lot.
Probably. But yeah, you pretty much did all the objectives.
You'd think you're not streaming MP because with that kind of internet and streaming at the same time, you'd be left behind, like way behind. Game will take a while to update itself.
It's like what I experienced was because I have streamed with MP and there was just a lot of lag spikes by the end. It was kind of annoying.
I'm assuming you played vanilla.
Yeah.
Well, vanilla's not very well optimized in particular. Obviously got all these nations just bumping out divisions. It's just stuff that the game has to calculate, so it slows it down a bit.
I think there was a mod that removes most of the generic nations from the world just to increase that in-game speed.
Yeah. And they added, they have like, it's not a demilitarized zone, but it's actually just like deleted. There's nothing there.
Well, I mean,
It's no man's
technically,
land.
if you're historical, Turkey shouldn't be there. There's no point to having Turkey.
Yeah, Turkey probably wouldn't be there. No, actually, I know Turkey isn't there. Along with Switzerland, so a lot of the South Americas, and I think some of China as well.
Pretty nice flag there, ESG.
What's that?
Pretty nice flag you got there.
Yeah, so we got this cool Bulgarian lion flag that switched, and now we're red, huh? We're crimson.
Red is more royal color. I think we discussed it a few days ago in your ESG Discord.
Well, I'm glad that I got to this point in the game, in your mod, before the DLC drops, because this is the first time I made it this far, and this is awesome. Like, I feel like it was a pretty cool accomplishment.
You now also have decisions to core a bunch of territories that you already own in Romania and Yugoslavia. So all across the board, you did amazing.
The Polish-Romanian alliance, both Poland and Romania being dead.
They're doing it behind the scenes.
Go home, Paradox, you're drunk.
Okay, so integrate Dobruja. I see that one. Anything else that's going to come up? Gains core on southern, northern.
There should be a few more, but I'm gonna check out why they're not showing up. Either way, I won't have a new update anytime soon, so I'll have plenty of time to fix it if it's a bug. But you should have basically on almost all Romania to core, maybe not the Hungarian parts.
Okay, and then this is interesting. So Greece is almost down to like below 10% resistance, and we're almost up to that 20% mark on compliance. So I could definitely start walking that down.
You could probably put all the territories that you had occupied for a while down to civilian economy, so you build compliance the fastest. Because what you need to strive for is 40% compliance, so that you get the bonus factories. At 40%, you get, I think, 20% more total factories from occupation.
Let's see
I think something
here.
like that.
Does it say informants, local police force, reorganized workforce?
I made the same mistake in the code as last time. That's the reason it's not showing up. It says that you need to control it and own it, and you're not owning it because you haven't annexed it yet.
Bruh.
Same mistake as before. Silly me.
So yeah, then you shouldn't join the Axis because you get this endless war that you're not gonna be able to end.
Actually, ESG started the Second World War when he attacked Yugoslavia.
I typically do in this game.
Rush B. Okay, so for next time I should make it just to control it so that you can core it, otherwise it's not gonna show up. You don't need to annex it directly to see the decisions pop up. I'm gonna fix it for next time.
Well, that's cool. Well, I think I don't know. So when it would be interesting to see what happened when Barbarossa takes place, and if we would actually be able to hold this territory. I guess the Italian army and the German army would help us out. But if we were able to expand from here, the tip of Bulgaria, like we could get a lot of territory. Like we could go down and take the Caucasus and take even all the oil, you know?
You could try naval invading. So like you have just Germany holding the line, and then you naval invade places like Sevastopol or.
We don't have a navy.
No navy.
You can build a navy though.
Ooh, ambitious.
Build a cruiser for straight block.
Cheeky.
Dude, we got light tank 3s. We're balling, dude. All right, guys. Well, Andrew, Pillbox, thanks for joining me, guys. I got to get to sleep. I got work tomorrow.
Yes.
Shit.
You go do that.
It was a pleasure, and thank you again for playing my mod and showing it off, especially the new update, which is gonna crash in 3 days, but still. Good warm-up for the Barbarossa, Bosporus, the Bosporus DLC. Barbarossa is gonna be the next one.
Ooh, dude, I can't wait for that one too. Yeah, guys.
I mean, yeah, you're playing Panzer Corps and you're in Moscow right now, so you're pretty excited, definitely.
Yeah, I set up Kharkov. So the next
Hope
place
they
it takes
rework.
you. What's that?
Hope they rework the tank system to how they did with the navy system, because that's a really nice system. So you could put like different guns on.
And
tanks.
armor and engines, probably.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Very cool. Aiku Bear asks, are you going to finish the campaign later?
Oh, this one?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not, because I need to get back to Panzer Corps, and we need to get into Russia. So we got into Moscow on the Panzer Corps, and then we're basically the next place it takes us is Kharkov down here, which was a major blind spot in the Axis defenses.
Technically, I think if you save the game now, you can play it in, offline without stream and record it for later to upload. If you want to just show it off how it goes.
Yeah, if I have time, I could definitely do that. Well, the other thing you could do is just you can use rollbacks. I have a video on that, but you don't have to upgrade. You can just roll it back to whatever you know, version of Hearts of
Oh,
Iron 4 and play your old saves.
yeah, that talks also would work. Actually, yeah, it should, because I think the new update would give new states and provinces. So this is gonna crash the mod basically. This is the only reason the mod is not gonna be playable for a few weeks. But if you roll back to one version, yeah, that should work.
Yeah, so if you go back here, like none of these can work because they're in red. But if I rolled back my version of the game, I could still play these
Mm-hmm.
saves that I have from years ago or whenever.
Yeah, I should definitely write that down on the mod page. So if some people want to still play it, they can just throw down back to this version of the game. Very good advice.
Well, all right, guys. You guys have a good night. Thanks, chat, for coming, man. I really appreciate you guys. See you on Discord.
Later.
Ciao, ciao.